And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 400. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, we have one topic for you guys tonight, and we will be doing a discussion on the box office 2026 predictions. Will the MCU make a comeback, or as I always say, a come black? Because I like to be an entertainer. I like to make you guys laugh. I like to be fun. I'm not a dirty, disgusting, no showering nerd. I like to be a guy that encompasses life and expresses myself to the fullest, as you guys know. So I hope you guys really did have a great week, honestly. And you know what? Give yourself a round of applause. You got through pretty much the first week of January for 2026. If you already got through all this other bullshit in your life, let this be known. You got through the first week of January 2026. You can get through the rest of them. Life is easy.
It's been a very eventful week. Karens are dying to ice in Minnesota. We're on the cusp of World War III. It's a great start to 2026, man.
Oh God. Life is a interesting can of worms when you open it. And when I open my can of worms, I usually end up with a lot of money and women. Actually,
when you open up your can of worms, all the women get dry instantly.
And all the worms are dicks.
They're definitely not asking you what it tastes like. That's for sure.
Oh my God, man. Oh shit.
I know, lapsed. It's a new record for this show. Not even 5 minutes in. Nearly immediately.
All right. You know what? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Your come black joke was funnier the second time. I have to admit, it just keeps rolling out the hits and deja vu there.
Hell yeah. Wait a minute. Hold up. Rewind. Now, we can all start it off here tonight with the grand entrance of MSK entering his arc where he's so beyond incredibly smart that normal humans cannot possibly comprehend anything that goes on anymore. And he has just expanded his brain past the comprehension that humans could possibly understand at this point. Warren, are you dead inside?
What? Oh, sorry.
Oh God.
Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Gosh.
Jimbo. That's like the cherry on top, Jimbo.
Oh,
we could do another restart because third time is the Clarence.
So. No. I never said that. WZ possessed me to say that, and he'll never admit
it's over 9,000.
MSK over here acting like one of the extras in Primate. Right before that chimp ripped his face off.
Oh my God. Spoilers. Oh my God.
It's not really a spoiler. Come on. It's a chimp. What the fuck do you
a chimp?
What do you think the chimp's gonna do?
Act like a Wakandan civilian?
At least how Michael Kugler portrays them. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I mean Ryan Coogler.
Good Lord. He did it too! No!
He's nothing special.
Good Lord. Yeah, I mean, he's black. There's nothing special about any black person, honestly. But, man, I just write these jokes. I literally should do stand-up comedy. I might get shot, but I should literally do stand-up comedy.
Can someone
Your
check
jokes
this man?
are hate crimes in Europe right now. So,
I was gonna say, let's check this man's closet and make sure he doesn't have a bunch of crosses to burn later or something. I don't know.
You're the most self-hating gay man I've ever met.
Oh my God! Wow!
Oh, God, man. I truly do enjoy just having fun. That's just me. I've always been someone where, if you can have fun with me, then we can have fun
I don't want to have fun with you. What? No. That is never
If you
gonna
can,
happen.
if you can laugh at my hate crimes, then we can have fun together.
You can have fun. You can have fun with me while you laugh at my hate crimes.
Falcon kick!
Oh shit! Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh
Now-
God.
Oh god. Warren's is dishing out the hot bangers today.
Labs, I might take you up on the offer to come hang out with
I
you
didn't
for
agree to that.
sometime.
I never agreed to
You
that
don't
at
fucking
all.
own me. Oh yeah, I got to get permission from my master MSK. Okay, fuck off.
Do you think that's up for discussion? What the hell?
You
I
about
was
to call
under
you-
the impression that none of this is up for discussion. What I say goes, and that's how it works around here.
Yeah,
You know?
you just keep believing that.
Yes, man. Yes, yes, master MSK. I'll stay right here. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. God. So are you guys telling me I don't run shit around here? I'm not
Yeah,
the
you're
top.
definitely having fun with that new soundboard you got going on there. You must have been filling those up, which is
Oh,
right
yeah.
the right time.
Hell yeah.
It's a little funny. The chimp and primate has a soundboard too.
Fucking hell, dude. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
If I see a tree and he starts swinging, I might die of laughter in the
Oh,
theater.
he's definitely swinging in the movie.
Fuck, man.
That movie is great. I was telling Warren before the show. It's actually enjoyable. It's fun for what it is.
Oh god. So before we get to intros in the video, I want to let you guys know this. Currently, I'm setting up a Ko-Fi account where you guys can become monthly members and donate to support me because I'm not monetized on YouTube. But this is a way where YouTube doesn't take anything and you just would monetarily support me. I'm not giving you anything.
WC said I'm gonna edit Nate saying that and put MSK playing soundboard. He's gonna put MSK's face over the chip and primates.
Oh god. Yeah. So, I'm gonna set up this Ko-fi account. I have nothing to give you guys. I'll be honest here. If you did support me, I have nothing to give you. It would just be you just giving me free money because as of reparations.
Yeah, we gotta support his fridge fund, guys.
There's no membership content. I have none of that. It's just like I gotta be upfront with people. If you're supporting that way, I'm not giving you anything. But it's just if you want to support, there you go. And I would use your money to pay off StreamYard every month. So your money's going to good use. There you go. I'm not using it on OnlyFans subs like you guys said. I would never do that. I'm not a fucking disingenuous piece of shit.
I mean, you could just use your credit card. That's how I pay mine off.
You're the worst person ever.
Hey, it's a good way to build credit. Just saying.
That's true. That's true. I'll be getting to that later. I also was thinking, maybe doing like an MSK after hours stream, but it can't be on YouTube. It's way too spicy. It would have to be like literally only on Rumble. And
wait a minute, are you implying this show's not already spicy?
I have to hold
Yeah,
back.
how do you get more spicy unless you just like pull your dick out and do helicopter in front of the camera? Like,
his debut episode, he's wearing a clan sheet.
I mean, yeah, like the fact that this show's still running is amazes me every day. Let alone like, how do you get more spicy than this?
Oh God, no.
He's gonna have
people in jail in England who for saying half as bad stuff as you.
That's how you know Europe is garbage.
MSK
Europe is
commits
trash
like
for that.
15 war crimes every time he goes live. Oh God! No, I meant hate crimes. Sorry.
Hey,
My brain is not fully here tonight. Part of my
I got this idea a long time ago from James, but I never could really put it into fruition because I'm just a busy person, right? But
put it in James, what?
Okay, that's gay. But the thing here is I saw someone else kind of do it on this one website where you can just basically text or video chat random people and you kind of like, click to the next person. I was thinking about chatting with random people on this website that gets a lot of people, random people, and then just having conversations with them, whether it be a girl, a guy, doesn't matter.
God forbid you start talking to women on there.
I have. I've used the website. It's legit. You got to sit through a lot of bullshit, but it's legit. I've
You gotta
talked
sit
to a
through a
girl.
lot of men with their cocks out.
Oh, hey, this one girl fucking loved me. She was like, "Hey, MSK." I told her that that's my YouTube name. She was like, "MSK, you can get it if you want it." I was like, "Hey, yo, that's what's up." But
Yeah, herpes.
fuck.
He made eye contact and just instant herpes.
Good lord, man.
Send her $100 on Ko-Fi and you can get it too.
Yeah. I think some of the kick people use this one. It was pretty legit. I went on. I know I've had some
I
conversations
have
with
no
girls.
desire to ever use Kick.
No.
I've seen what you're talking about, like people who are musicians.
They'll
Pop up, and then there was this one guy who has like a Kermit the Frog puppet, and that's like I think it's what Omegle. That's what they're saying in the chat. Omegle or something like that.
You know what? You're probably right. It might be that. I think this company may have bought that one out. I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm just guessing. This is the one that the big kick streamers used. Let me go into my search history. No, there's not horse porn in here. I'm not a weirdo.
Yeah, it's like playing Russian roulette, but you're gonna end up being a pedophile and not get shot. You're just gonna end up being a pedophile, so you gotta be careful of that.
Yeah, no. If I see a young kid, that's an insta skip. Nope, that is a nope. That is a nope.
Until you get that one that looks like a 22-year-old.
That is
you're fucked anyway.
I always do this. I say, "Hello, how are you? How old are you?" And if the person doesn't say how old they are, I'm out. That is an instant.
Do you really trust these fucking kids to tell the truth to you,
you're one of those guys
about their age?
You're one of those guys that believes if you ask an undercover agent 3 times that they have to tell you the truth. He's like, "Are you overage?" Yes. Are you overage?
I mean, you can tell by like. I mean, you can
overage?
you can literally tell. But if it's some shady shit like that, I'm automatically moving. It is an automatic skip. I'm good, But I've had some pretty cool conversations with some women on there. They were interesting. They were more liberal, but it is what it is.
Are you sure they weren't men?
No. One of them did follow me on Instagram, so
My name is Sapphire, and I like ponies. You can riz me up, Riz Master.
Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Good lord. It's yes, you can do text. The reason why I don't prefer texting is because if you literally say you're a guy, if there's another guy opposite end of you, they just disconnect. They only want to talk to chicks, which
is that how MSK tries to like pick up chicks? He just walks up to them at the bar and he's like, "Hey, baby, you want to go to the Shadow Realm?" She like looks at him and he goes, "Jimbo."
Shadow Realm, even though it's a stupid thing that 4Kids made for Yu-Gi-Oh because they don't want to call it like hell or something like that, dude, Shadow Realm could literally be the new age thing of like once you go black.
It's not once you go black, you never go back. It's just you going to the Shadow Realm.
Is that what you and Jim call your meetups? Shadow Realm?
Shadow Realm. Or instead, I refer to my taint as the Shadow Realm.
That's where he met Clarence, was the Shadow Realm.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
That's where MSK met Jim.
I don't know, Jim. You guys are fucking gay, dude. You guys have some gay fantasies you project onto me. It's like, I'm straight. I like women.
If you were that straight, you wouldn't be talking. You wouldn't be trying to defend it so much.
I refer to my taint as Orange, please shave your balls. Please.
Yeah,
how do you know
your balls, Orange? Like,
hold up. Wait a minute. I'm straight. I meant that very, very heterosexually.
Do you know how much of an ego you gotta have to like give your taint a nickname? You know how much confidence you have to have in your cock size to give it a name. He calls it like the Super Soaker 3000 or something.
Oh my god, man. Jesus Christ.
God. Orange,
no,
that was epic.
Speaking of intro, so outside of the Ko-fi that I'm setting up for you guys to monetarily support me if you want to, and if you do, I will give you unlimited content throughout the year. I will stream even more harder than I do right now.
I tell you, you'll make more money if you just say you won't stream if you make a certain amount.
Don't tell me what a good time.
We pay him to not stream.
We're paying him not to show up. Just
Bruh.
Hey, I'll put in on this. Let's start a GoFundMe.
What if we did like MSK show as a I don't ever change the thumbnail, but what if I rarely did? And it would be MSK show without MSK featuring people.
But it wouldn't be the MSK show anymore. It would just be
change
someone
your
else's
name
show.
You could just change your name to MSK.
I would have to do like blackface and put a wig on or something if I was going to do that.
Fatality.
What's the MSK show without MSK? Probably pretty good.
It might actually be a show. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god. 10 grand? You got is that a bet? Fuck. I'll pay my that's
MSK said I'm not gay, but 10 grand is
10 grand is 10 grand. Oh god, that's never happening ever. So, and I already cut my hair a few times. I said after I did it this time, I'm never doing it again. To be fair, which is what I said before. But I'm really.
What about washing it?
I do.
I'm pretty sure if you look close, I'm sure I can. Is that a spider crawling around in there?
What in the fuck? All right. So, outside of that, intros. Good lord. So, Warren, how was your week, man?
Oh, it was wonderful.
What?
And now he's here with you.
Oh shit!
It was wonderful.
Yeah, we've reached the apex. We've reached the absolute pinnacle of Warren. Hello, Warren. How you doing? Wonderful. Next.
Good.
But how's things been going, man?
Things are going good. My subs are up to 96 now, so I'm 4 away from hitting the 100 mark. Marching that way. Doing shorts daily, and I'm getting a lot of good reaction from them. Most of my subs are coming from the shorts. And I got a video that I'm going to be dropping tomorrow about the manga Sakamoto days. So things are going good. Things are moving along pretty nicely.
Fuck yeah, man. Full Metal Nate, how has your week been so far?
Pretty short, actually. I mean, at my work, things are usually kind of dead after the new year, so we haven't been getting that much business. I think.
How you feel? Yeah.
I think the earliest I got off this week was like 8:30, so I've been able to come home and just kind of relax, make dinner, play a game if I want to. Like I said, been getting back into Star Wars: The Old Republic a lot. I beat the main story for my character the other day, and now I'm taking her through all the side content. So a lot of cool stuff there. Also got the movie reviews going again. First review is up.
So you made a comeback? Really?
Yes, I did. And then of course, I went and saw Primate last night because we got off work early again. So I went to a 10:40 show, I think. Woke up today, recorded the review for that. I just got to edit it now. So expect that to probably be up in the next couple days. But tomorrow, going to go see Greenland 2 Migration. It's got Gerard Butler in it. I like the first Greenland. I'm not sure if that's a movie that needed a sequel, but I mean, I always keep my mind open just in case it turns out well. So we'll see.
Hell yeah. Well, as you guys know, for me, the movie I plan on seeing in the theaters is Mercy, the one with Chris Pratt. That one has piqued my interest. I'll go on like one of my days off. It's not coming out this week, or I forgot which week it's coming out.
I think it's the 30th. It's
coming out literally at the end of the month. So, I'll go and see it on one of my days off. I probably can't go opening day, which I probably should.
It's either the 26th or the 30th, I'm pretty sure.
Let me look at it right now. January 23rd. So that puts it on so that week, if I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, I would just go and see it. Yeah.
You see, Nate saw MSK last.
Good Lord, man.
Jesus. It wasn't about ninjas. It was about chimps, buddy.
Yeah, you didn't go to Panda Express. The fuck?
Just random ninjas hanging out at Panda Express. They look like they're getting ready to film a fight scene in Ninja Turtles. It's just the entire Foot Clan hanging out.
Just out there, just literally showing in assassin gear. Everyone's having a good time.
Shredder's drinking a mocha latte. Oh fuck!
Oh man,
That's
God,
awesome.
fuck me. But I know you talked about seeing Greenland 2. I didn't even know the first Greenland movie came out in 2020. It must not have made a lot of money because COVID and all that shit.
Well, it didn't go to theaters. It went directly to streaming.
You're right.
I remember this because when I saw it, it was on HBO Max. It was fine for what it was. I mean, it's disaster movie-esque, but it's more or less like a family drama. It's just about this family trying to get to a safe place before this comet just obliterates the fuck out of Earth, pretty much.
So, yeah, apocalyptic survival disaster thriller film.
Yeah, but Gerard Butler's good in it, and the girl who plays Vanessa from Deadpool's in it, she plays his wife. She's good too.
Oh, I love that actress. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine for what it was. Wasn't anything groundbreaking or anything, but from a pure popcorn, like turn your brain off and enjoy standpoint, it was fine. I just from what I remember seeing, I don't know if that movie warranted a sequel. It's like, what do you do with a sequel? Because literally the movie ends with them making it to the bunker they're trying to get to, and then the Earth basically gets shit canned by the fucking comet, and they say like 95% of humanity dies. So I'm like, what are you doing in a sequel? Like, is this The Last of Us all of a sudden? Like, is that what's happening?
I can already tell you what's going to happen. And this is me being my genius 200 IQ self. They're probably going to go someplace. They're probably going to lift up some fucking sewer or some shit. And they're going to find people that have escaped or some bullshit like that.
Well, from the promotional material, it sounds like they're leaving the bunker because it's like slowly like collapsing or something like that. So now they're migrating to like the crater where the comet hit, because they're saying it's supposed to be like this, lush land with like greenage and water and, all this other stuff. So, I mean, there's shots in the trailer of them like crossing rickety bridges and being shot at by people. So, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those movies that's up in the air. It's like, yeah, they didn't need to make this, but I mean, it's here, so might as well see what they're trying to do.
Hell yeah. So, you know what? These apocalyptic movies.
No, this is. I think you're thinking of Moonfall. Let's not ever talk about Moonfall ever again.
I thought Greenland was the one where Gerard Butler created the weather machine that went haywire.
No, that's a Geostorm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Which, another Robert Eggers movie. I fucking hate Robert Eggers. Every single time that son of a bitch releases a movie now, I'm like, dude, you're making the same fucking movie over and over again. And they keep getting stupider with every fucking release.
And they just keep giving them money.
Yeah, because you got jackasses that go to see his fucking movies and they make millions of dollars. Like,
I want to watch a CG wave take out a CG city with CG cars, and I want
to watch a movie about the moon falling into Earth, but halfway through it turns into Independence Day 2.0, and the gravitational pull of the moon is like pulling up chunks of the Earth, and we're gonna bounce a fucking Subaru off the pieces of the Earth like it's fucking Beyblade or Bakugan or something. Like, fuck off.
Like, God, man.
Like, Robert Eggers is one of those directors where if I saw him like on the street, like while I'm out doing my business, I'd probably have to pull him aside and be like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing, man?
I read this great sci-fi novel. I think it was called Earth Eyes. I'm not 100% sure though. Essentially, the moon explodes or gets hit and breaks up into pieces. And what's happening is the pieces are slowly being brought to Earth through gravity. It's like the whole book is the tension as these huge chunks start getting closer and closer. Something like that would make a good film. But like disaster movies are starting to get almost played out.
And it's not that Robert Eggers hasn't. Well, not Robert Eggers.
Ron Howard.
My fucking brain is not working.
I totally forgot Moonfall.
No, not Robert Eggers. What is this fucking name? Have I been saying
Moonfall director?
Have I been saying Robert Eggers this whole time?
Yes.
Fuck.
No, Robert Eggers. The person who directed Moonfall was Roland
Emmerich. There you go. Yeah. Oh. No, sorry. No, I love Robert Eggers. He's made The Witch, The Northman.
Thoughts are Inside the Moon, right?
Yeah. Those are bangers. Yeah. The Lighthouse is kind of weird, but I get it. I understand what it is.
You don't want to you don't want to fuck mermaids, MSK?
I really don't. I have a dick.
He's got a new movie.
Okay, are you talking about the William Dafoe one or the one where they're fucking mermaids?
Or was that? It's the same movie.
Well, there was the black and white. There was a black and white William Dafoe one that had Robert Pattinson, and then there was another one that had the guy who died. It was in Ahsoka. What was his name? And that one was kind of like he gets attacked by these mermaid things, and one of the guy fucks one of them and stuff. And then then there's this recent British show where a guy fucked a mermaid. A lot of mermaid fucking going on in cinema right now.
Robert Eggers.
I blame Guillermo del Toro for that one. He started it with The Shape of Water. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, because Robert Eggers, the Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, Nosferatu, and he has a movie coming up this year called Werewolf. So
he's doing a werewolf.
And I believe he was given the Resident Evil franchise, wasn't he?
No, I think that's somebody
I didn't hear
else.
about that.
That's somebody else. Okay,
but no, I meant Roland Emmerich this whole time. No, that motherfucker is just, oh my god. And I'm not saying he hasn't made movies that I haven't liked. Like, I mean, I like Independence Day. I even enjoyed 2012 when that came out.
I saw that movie. Yeah.
I'm gonna troll my kids one day. Like, I'm gonna make them watch 2012, and I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna go, I survived all that. Your dad's a fucking Chad, kids.
I can't believe people actually thought the world was gonna end in 2012. That's
know what? Well, the thing was, I was young, impressionable. I mean, I was a kid back then. But the thing is, I remember the 2012 phenomena, and dude, everybody was freaking out about it. Like, everyone literally thought on December 21st, 2012, like the entire world was just gonna.
I was so disappointed.
Implode.
I was like, I woke up, I was like, fuck, I gotta go to work.
My teacher at the time was one of those people who was freaking out about it. Like, I think she sold her car and like gave a bunch of her money away to to like a children's charity or something like that.
Oh, there was a college professor who like took out, like sold, like got all of his retirement out and everything, and like it was nuts. Like, there were some people really freaking out, like it was going to be the end of the world. And then sadly, we all woke up and had to go back to work, and everything went on like normal.
Well, even last year when people were talking about, the rapture was going to happen, you had people doing the same thing, freaking the fuck out, selling their cars, giving their money away, doing all this crazy shit, and then nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm just to the point now, until I see 4 guys on horses running across the sky and trumpets going, I don't believe shit anymore. Like,
if I'm sitting here playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and all of a sudden I hear them fucking trumpets, then I'll worry about it. But until then, like it literally says in scripture, no one will know the day nor the hour of the Lord's return. And the fucked up thing is, the guy that like perpetrated the whole thing, he's like from Nigeria or something. Like, he's a Nigerian like pastor or minister, and he was literally on national TV going, oh, God gave me a vision. He said he's going to return. He said Jesus is going to return at this date at this time. And of course you had people who were like, hey, you're a lying sack of shit. But apparently
matter what happens, whether it's a comet, a super volcano, aliens, I want to die the first day. If I see a mushroom cloud, I'm going to drive towards it, because I just don't want to be around for like the real rapey, post-apocalyptic Mad Max shit. I won't do good in that. So no, I want to die like day one playing video games, and then just all of a sudden, what's that bright light? Done.
You get a chance to react, and you get a chance to think.
Just sitting there, and then I'm up waiting for judgment.
If I could choose an ideal way to go, I would like to lay down in my bed and just kind of wake up in heaven and be like, it happened. Well, shit, here I am, I guess.
I would like to
just
to
die
feel
in
the
my
warmth
sleep.
of a woman one last time, though.
I would like to touch some titty before I go.
Just
please.
Some titty.
Make sure it's a goth mommy.
Damn
Make
it,
it more
Orange.
complete.
I'm gonna complain the entire time. Then Orange, drag me into the apocalypse. I'm gonna complain. I'll be like that backseat driver that didn't want to go to the mall, but you guys made him go, so I'm just gonna bitch the whole time.
Imagine The Walking Dead, but it's Warren in the background, just bitching to the.
It's just one guy bitching. Like, oh, man, I'm hungry.
They're in the prison trying to wait out the governor, and Warren's there. Just man, this fucking sucks. I told you we should have taken the fight to these motherfuckers, but no, Rick, you wanted to stay here and wait it out. You stupid piece of shit. Just going on and on.
Holy fucking shit, dude! You guys' imaginations are.
This is why your wife is dead, Rick. You're stupid. She's stupid. This whole fucking group is stupid. You're a sorry sack of shit.
Spin-off, just Warren bitching.
Just Warren bitching about everything that happens. Get back to the scene where you're all lined up and Negan's getting ready to choose, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know you're gonna swing that bat, motherfucker. Well, why don't you bring it down on my head?"
Why all the speeches and stuff? Good lord! Like,
I end my fucking suffering, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He like.
I don't think Warren's gonna do it at all. No, if that ever happened and we're all lined up like that, Warren's gonna be like, "Can you please do me first?" All right, Warren.
Just right here, sir.
He's gonna be like, actually, what that clip is? Yes.
Don't tease me, Negan. Right here.
He caves in Glenn's head, and that's what Warren does. Yeah.
God, man.
That's fucked up.
I mean, I will say this. Man, I'm lost for words. Warren's just basically telling me that
we were talking about the 2012 phenomenon and how Warren would just be bitching for the apocalypse.
That thing that Warren said just had me lost for words. He didn't want to even live. He didn't want to have a thought of what the world's gonna look like after that. He was like, "I'm just chilling, playing video games. Oh, a light. No chance to respond. Nothing. Just dead instantly."
And if it doesn't, I'm gonna look outside. Like, okay, where's the closest mushroom cloud? And I'm just gonna drive that way with the windows down, playing music.
Dude, you gotta be playing like Rob Zombie's Dracula or something when you're driving. He starts playing. You start playing Rob Zombie's Super Beast.
Frank Sinatra the whole way. I watched The Road. I'm not doing that shit.
Wait, even better.
Okay, fine, I'll get you too. Oh, thank you.
I'm driving into the mushroom cloud to the tune of "For Whom the Bell Tolls" by Metallica.
I'll be listening to the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack.
through the fire and the flames by Dragon Force.
Dude, no. If I'm gonna be in that situation, I gotta be the guy that just breaks out in funk. You know what I mean? I'll play like some.
You start listening to Spice Girls.
Dude, that song is a banger. The one
MSK starts listening to Barbie Girl.
Hey,
that's
man,
the last thing he hears before
I'll bust up that Spice Girl song. What's it called? Say You'll Be There. Hey, that's a banger.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
That's Pussycat Dolls, you fucking uncultured swine.
Fuck you.
Good lord.
Sir, we are all victims of the Mac.
Post-apocalyptic gang members. Sean and
Sean, really?
All they do is listen to Little Troy and fuck.
Holy fuck.
No, God.
I hope this happens to me in the apocalypse, actually.
Okay, come here.
Don't you think we ought to get to know each other just a little bit before we
Oh, no.
That's every woman trying to get away from MSK.
She's taking off my shirt.
Yeah, and then she moves away.
If I had a beautiful woman like that leave me like that, I would straight up just give up on women my entire life. I'm just like, all right, you know what? It's literally not meant to happen. God straight up hates me. Fuck.
God doesn't hate anybody.
You know.
How long have you had that clip waiting for the right moment to show it and then just deciding during a post-apocalyptic talk to do that?
I've had that clip forever, actually.
I mean,
I got really good. Like, she's gonna probably blow this guy in this back like fucking beer room, but no, it turns out she just leaves him.
Oh man, I'm gonna be listening to Nevermore all the way through the apocalypse.
Oh god. But yes, we're gonna start the topic literally right after this police car goes through. But yeah, you know what? Life is good, but it can be better, you know?
We're only 7 days into 2026, and people are getting shot at by ICE in Minneapolis because they're too stupid to get the fuck out of the road. And then it looks like World War III. The likeliness of that happening is getting bigger and bigger.
I've never met truly. I'm saying this with like, what's the word for it? I'm not saying this verbatim. No, I'm saying this verbatim. That's the right terminology. It's like, I'm not saying that seriously. I'm saying this like as a joking manner. I'm not saying God hates people. I'm saying
God doesn't need to send me to hell. He already put me on the MSK show.
I think if people believe in Christianity and you believe God puts you through like
circle.
If you believe in God and you believe that God puts you through trials and tribulations, you know what? I guess there's no better trial and tribulation period than 2026, right?
Being on the MSK show.
It's a test of your will and strength. It's a test of your character.
No, I'm going to be up at Judgment, and then they're going to go through my life, and then I'm going to start seeing clips of this show, and then I'm just going to get on the bus and say, just take me down. I don't need to know much more.
Could you imagine? I can't. They say that God's going to like show you every single decision and thing you've ever said and done throughout your life on Judgment Day. I can only imagine what MSK's judgment's going to look like.
Well, he's got about 400 episodes to go. It's going to be a while. If you're standing behind MSK, just pull out your Switch.
Dude, St. Michael's going to be going through it all, looking at it like, he's going to be like, nope, pull the lever, G.
Dude,
Let's get him out of here.
Dude, you know what I think's going to happen to me in the afterlife? I've actually predicted this. So, for Lobo, if you guys know who that is, so it's actually in the compendium run they gave him for his character's like first introduction. Lobo apparently is so annoying that he wasn't allowed in neither hell nor heaven, and they just gave him immortality so he could just fuck with people. I'm not lying. He literally was so annoying. He annoyed Satan. He got kicked out of hell, and he annoyed God, and he got kicked out of heaven. How's that even work? What the fuck? Even God has a limit. He's like, flood it again.
Let's just pray that MSK like dies looking like Stink Meaner. Who knows? Maybe Satan will send him back. Dude, he called the devil a bitch ass.
Great! Plan B! This is for everyone you've killed! England, murderer!
Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
You can't tell me they were not in the recording room laughing their fucking asses
They have
off.
the voice actor of Goku literally yelling to a mic and yelling Arnold Schwarzenegger sounds. These people are insane.
I will return.
Alice died the one where he's like, save me, Jesse. I'm crying at that one every time. Holy fuck. The fact that he actually got into the character and actually did it that well, I'm not going to lie. English dubs are usually pretty bad. That was like, bro,
dude,
okay, this is a comedy. Fucking hell, let's do it.
We need to react to old episodes of the Boondocks. Like my favorite episode to this day is still Stink Meaner Strikes Back.
No, that Kung Fu Wolf Bitch episode is the best.
Motherfucker was so bad that the devil sent him back to Earth. He got the devil to acknowledge him.
Yo, man, nothing beats Kung Fu Wolf Bitch. That is unintentionally the funniest episode they ever did.
I should just blow myself up right now. They're both like, no!
And before that, she was like, I'm gonna butt fuck your granddad. I almost cried when laughing at that episode. That is the funniest episode.
She practices a martial arts form that's so badass. It has its own sound effect when you say it out loud.
That part where she literally got up to the door and said, I'm gonna butt fuck your granddad with this broomstick. I think I've never laughed so hard in my life. That shit was comedy.
And you know what's fucked up about that whole episode? The entire moral lesson of that episode is if you have the whole entire moral lesson of that whole episode is the fact that if you have a toxic fucking friend that's constantly whispering in your ear and making you act out of whack just because, they can't handle how fucked up their life is, just dump that bitch. Like, get her the fuck away from you, man.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Oh, we know.
Oh, thank you. Glad you're agreeing with a literal serial killer. But, it just depends on life, guys. All right, you guys talk for a second. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and we're going to do the topic when we get back.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You regretting life, Warren?
Every second.
Especially when you're here. It's about 2 hours. It gives you about 2 hours to think, right?
Yeah, to go through all the choices that got me here and how not to make them again.
It's like
but every Friday I still end up here. It's just like,
it's like Mass Effect. It's like, what decision did I make to end up here?
Yeah. Why do I keep getting the bad ending?
You keep reloading the save and making the same decision over again.
Well, at least we're giving WZ content for MSKWs. So
I feel like feel like that's our only purpose now. It's just helping WZ.
Why are you guys giving that propaganda channel any love?
It's not even us. You do all the work yourself, bud.
Top G Glizzmaster.
WZ is an artist.
Yes.
And he puts out important clips that all the internet should watch.
It's a shame that not many
actually have views. Why?
Yeah, he has more views. Clips of you get more views than you do.
No.
If you were interesting.
If you were smart, MSK, you'd sign a contract with that man. He makes those kind of clips promoting you, and you post them on your channel as shorts.
The shorts that I posted myself did better. And I didn't even want to do shorts. I don't even like doing shorts. I think doing shorts is fucking stupid. It's literally doom scrolling for retards.
Then why do you do them?
I don't know. It just get views. I don't really have much fucking standards.
You're selling your soul to the algorithm. Congratulations.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if people like doom scrolling on their phone or fucking computer because they need short form content because they're a fucking moron, I'll give it to you. I don't care.
Where the people on YouTube though, like you do shorts, it gets people into. That's what people are primarily.
You're right. Yeah.
TikTok and with Reels, YouTube Shorts is where everyone is at right now. And if you are consistent on it, that's where you're going to pull people in at.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't uploaded one in a minute, but I'm not quitting. I'm not going to be the person that uploads one every day. I'll probably upload them in like batches. Upload like 2 or 3, and that's what I would consider enough for an entire week. You know what I mean? Like they did very well. It wasn't like. I knew you guys.
It's hard to get that much hate into 30 seconds. Like you have to really work on that.
Contrary to popular belief, Warren, I'm actually a pretty nice and forgiving human being.
Not on here, you're not.
Yeah. I don't. Oh my god, we know you don't like shorts. Your outros are usually. It's a hard mental shift when I see Warren's shorts, and it's like, oh, I know him. Is this AI?
Yeah, I'm very positive on mine. Over here, I'm talking about driving into mushroom clouds. But on my shorts, I'm all like, "Get up, guys! Let's get to the gym. Let's have a good day. Stay positive."
I promote going.
I come on here, and I'm just like, "Someone shoot me."
I promote going to the gym here too.
You know what's even more badass than driving into mushroom clouds? Chasing tornadoes on the Great Plains of Oklahoma.
I was gonna say
convertible.
Being a black guy living in Section 8 housing.
No, I actually want to get on a storm chasing tour and go out there for 2 weeks and just hang out with storm chasers and chase tornadoes. Be sick of shit.
Good Lord, man. All right, we're gonna start here in just a moment.
50 minutes later.
Oh my god, I need to exit out of Twitter, please.
I'm slowly getting away from Twitter just because it just God.
Oh no, I love Twitter.
I don't find any okay. There's no business wise. I don't see any benefit in Twitter. Now, maybe some people do, but all I see on there is just contention. I don't see
I use
an audience on there.
I use it to keep up with everyone that I talk to. This guy, Iron Oxide, all those guys. But man, it's just like a double-edged blade because everything on there is just negative, negative, negative. I'm like, good fucking Lord, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's weird.
It's too much. I'm like, there's no way these people are this chronically online. Like,
well, when Elon first bought it, he was talking about making it like the go-to platform, but their streaming on there sucks. Their video service sucks. I can't upload videos to it. All that gets promoted is
leftist bullshit.
Yeah, it's politics and hate.
Yeah,
and it's like you guys are completely failing if you're trying to make this like the one-stop social media platform. Mm-hmm. There's no store on it. There's like, it's just, what is the point of
it? Twitter outside of it just being the big, I think people only have Twitter because it is just the biggest social media app in the world. Other than just having the accolade of being the biggest, there's nothing on Twitter that's actually meaningful other than like, I don't know, honestly, because like you said before, live streaming sucks there. You know, they don't promote it enough, right? And the monetization stinks, right? Even if I have a blue check mark, I've organically grown better with it. I will admit to that. But if you don't have a blue check mark, you're pretty much fucked unless you're like really popular. You just
don't put a link to somewhere else on there because they'll fucking hammer that shit hardcore. You won't get anyone seeing your shit, and it's like, okay, I understand if you want this to be the end all program or place to go. Well, then you need to give me something. Like, I can't sell my comic book on it. There's no store. I can't post videos on it because it won't even let me. I tried live streaming to there, and I don't even know where the comments are fucking at. It's just, it's terrible. I don't know.
Yeah. So the chat, it's the chat functionality of how it looks and how it's formatted is very outdated. It looks like some fucking chat that people used to have back in the day when they first started, like Twitch, like when Twitch first started actually having streams.
Now, I know people were using those rooms where they would start like essentially like a live room where everyone was talking on it. And
Spaces.
But I don't even see those that much anymore. Maybe I'm not following people that are doing it.
Spaces don't get promoted as much as the live streams, and the live streams themselves are crap.
Yeah, the only thing that gets promoted on Twitter, unless you're paying, is hate. Like if you're talking shit about somebody, it'll push pretty decently if you get the reactions. Aside from that, though, you got to pay money, and even then, I paid to promote a tweet on there, and it didn't get me jack shit at all.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Mofo
and I paid for Facebook
$8 for Twitter.
I paid Facebook to promote, and I got 10,000 views and like 600 link clicks on that one. So far,
Crazy.
Facebook was like the only one that I actually felt like I got my money's worth. TikTok, I paid like $10 to see how much of a push I could get. Absolutely nothing. Like TikTok is another one that's like, I don't even understand how that shit works. I was doing good on that one. I got up to like 1,500 followers, and now the best I can get on a TikTok is like 30 views. It's just garbage.
Yeah, like
I don't have a TikTok. I will never have a TikTok.
I know people are very hard on Facebook for the right reasons, because Mark Zuckerberg is a fucking loser. But I've honestly had better networking. I've gotten better people for the shows. I've honestly had the best luck I've ever had with getting people for the shows, or just having the best time of connecting with people and actually making genuine connections that, you know, are like, you know, at least at the most part, still acquaintances, but you feel like it's actually worth it. Honestly, Facebook has it the best. You can even create.
Yeah.
The
only problem with Facebook is there's no natural growth. You have to pay to promote. Aside from that, though, it seems to be a decent place to meet people, get into groups and stuff along those lines. You can do that.
I hated when they stopped the group function. Remember they had like the interpersonal group chats they used to have. They stopped that for some reason. I don't know why they stopped that, but other than that, like literally I can I can join a really interactive Facebook community, and you can post like, hey, looking for a person to join my podcast. You'll get hit up by genuine people who really want to be on. I do that on Twitter.
Or you'll have MSK just spam fuck your voice, just spam fuck your DMs until he answers you.
That works too. You know,
that's what he did to me.
How do you guys think I found this clout chasing bastard? You know,
you said, "Hey, bro, want to review Multiverse of Madness, bro?"
That's how.
And here I was at like 50 subscribers on my movie channel, thinking he was some big shot with a lot of views and a lot of subs.
Were you wrong?
Thought he was really professional, and then I get on there, and next thing I know, I'm trapped in this circus for life.
Well, that's how he ropes you in. It's like, hey, let's do some comic books. I love comic books. And then pretty soon you realize it's been like a fucking year since you reviewed one. And then you're just on shows with random food titles from Walmart.com. And you're just trying to figure out what the hell happened.
Yeah, I get on there the next time after the Multiverse of Madness one, and it's just mac and cheese and ice cream.
It's kind of like Dusk Till Dawn. You get to the strip club and there's Salma Hayek dancing around with a snake, and then all of a sudden everyone's a fucking vampire and you're getting chewed to death and you're figuring out what the hell happened.
It's not the kind of snake y'all are thinking of. Her name isn't Selma, it's Sam. No, like I got in here to review Multiverse of Madness, and it was just in-bomb this. This guy's
was K-Dot.
This guy's a gay.
Me.
He ropes you in with those one-on-ones because he's a lot tamer during the one-on-ones, and then you get onto a panel show, and it's just like
diarrhea of the mouth.
I'm watching a video about hateful content, like what not to do. Like I read one of those training videos where that one guy says, "Let's steal some ketchup," and you're supposed to be like, "No, don't do that."
Hey, let's lick some ice cream and put it back.
No, what do you do?
Someone ever fucking did that nasty shit.
You don't remember
Looks like
that?
you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Jimbo.
If you lick, I swear to God, at those ice cream places, if someone puts their fucking disgusting spoon in an ice cream thing and licks it and it puts it back in, I will punch you.
No, not even that. You
remember Minecraft?
In a couple of years ago, there was a girl who would like go to like different Walmarts, and she would like get those tubs of ice cream from like the refrigerated section. She would open them up, lick the shit.
I remember.
And then she would put it back. Like I think she got like she got jailed. I'm pretty sure she got jailed for that.
So if you tamper with there's a reason why there's a lot of health regulations with food. If you tamper with food like that, that's literally, I'm not shitting you guys, that is literally counted as an act of domestic terrorism. I'm not even making that up. It's literally that bad. You do not fuck with food.
Every single time I see a person from my generation doing something like that, it just makes me dislike my generation even more. I'm just like, these motherfuckers they need to get smited. I don't know what God was thinking when he allowed them to live.
Just have to get
the reason why aliens just pass by us and don't stop. They're just like, no, they're not ready yet.
They land the ship. They're like, hello, we come in peace. And then they see this fat bitch licking ice cream and putting it back. Their fellow man. And then they're like, no,
they're like, goodbye. No, dude, it's literally like that chef.
See you in 1,000 years, human.
It's like that chef scene from, it's like that chef scene from South Park when Stan is questioning, like, what would a priest want to put in our butts? And then like Chef walks up and he's like, hello, children. And then Stan goes, hey, Chef, what would a priest want to put up our butts? And he's like, goodbye. It's literally just that's what happens. Aliens see that shit. Goodbye.
Orange said, so what you're saying is that if I'm going to lick ice cream, I might as well dip my ass in it instead. I mean, yeah, according to the health organizations, yes.
Orange, you might as well just put that fucking spoon up your ass, give it some nice flavor, and stick it right back.
Are you saying ass tastes nice in this case?
Oh God! Oh, it's fucking gross. Oh,
it's over 9,000.
That's a nuclear level shit, then. Jesus. Imagine shitting so hard that you actually go Super Saiyan. Like,
dude, this girl I was talking to on that fucking app last night said that she had an ex one time that farted so hard he practically shit himself. I was like, what the fuck?
I had an ex that told me one day she took a shit so big she had gold hair coming out her butthole. I was like, what?
What? Whoa, wait a minute. The fuck you just say to me? Hold up, wait a minute.
Warren's over here dying of rage.
The fuck? Good Lord, Warren died of cringe. Hey, but he can never say we're not entertaining. He can never say that.
You know, who am I fucking kidding? Warren would die on this stream, and then MSK would do some voodoo that she do bullshit and like bring Warren back from the dead just to make him show up to the stream every
No, I'd be so angry. I would be so mad. I'd be an angry zombie.
You're one, you're angry because you're dead. Two, you're angry because you're a vengeful spirit that can't even get at MSK. You're just stuck on this stream for eternity.
It's hell. I'd be in hell. This is the third circle of hell. Welcome.
Okay, Walter, I didn't mean that.
Or said gold experience.
Okay, I don't mean that if he opened a tub of ice cream, got a spoon out, and shoved some of it up his ass, that wouldn't give it nice flavor. I'm just saying that as a phrase. I
call that a brain freeze.
I call that death. That's literally death.
Death by ice cream to the ass. What?
Oh God. But yeah. Let's get to the video in a bit here.
In a bit, we were supposed to be doing it like 10 minutes ago.
Quality content waits for no man. All right. Hey, you know what Wolverine says in Deadpool Wolverine? What does he say? Let's fucking go.
With great power comes great big booty bitches.
Good Lord.
Latina big booty bitches.
Who's outside? Oh, that's James's sister.
You should invite her in.
No, she's married. The fuck? I'm not trying to die. What the hell?
Kind. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
Thank you. Come again.
You know, sharing is caring. MSK. I'm gonna get this man jumped.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Good Lord, man.
Uncle Ben only says that after 6 beers.
Oh God, man.
Oh no.
Warren, I promise you we're a professional podcast with 5-star reviews. Okay. Our reviews on Spotify are absolutely 100% authentic. No Indian bots.
Uncle Ben says that after 6 beers. I'm fucking crying.
Bro, that shit. Okay. All right. Okay. Fuck. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's an understatement. That's a true understatement. Holy fuck, man.
Why does Aunt May have a headache?
I don't know. Because she's probably dead.
Did he like push her down the stairs?
Nah, he hit her with the
Falcon kick.
Oh God.
Jackie Chan, it just sends her ass flying across.
Warren, I promise. Shows are getting better.
Like, keep the beer away from Uncle Ben. He's not himself. In that universe, Spider-Man doesn't have a no-kill rule.
I motherfucker threw that shit out the window a long time ago. Fuck that shit.
He saved Gwen Stacy and then threw the goblin's ass on the Brooklyn page.
No, motherfucker walked into him and just actually knocked him out so hard his head fell off. Bruh. All right.
Oh, man.
Let's got to get to the video. Let's have some fun here, everyone. Remember, quality discussion, quality content, literally waits for no man. Hey, everyone. I am MSK, a.k.a. Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider... Fuck. Oh, my God. I was choking on dick. But, oh, my God. I literally was talking and something went down my throat the wrong way. Fuck that gay.
Well, there's another clip for WZ.
Oh my God, dude. I literally just choked on some cock.
Stop saying that. You keep giving WZ fucking ammo every time you say stupid shit.
You guys support that anti.
We support it because it's funny. When you say the shit, it's fucking gay.
Oh God, man! Something went down my fucking pipe and it just clogged my fucking throat up. No homo.
Just because you say no homo after it,
I called
doesn't
it.
mean it ain't gay.
If you call no Diddy, it's no Diddy, dog. Come on, dude.
Are we sure you're not the like exalted like love child of Diddy?
All right, time to have some fun. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about box office 2026 predictions and asking the question, will the MCU make a comeback? Or as I always say, a comeback. So, you know, the 2025 box office was very, very hit or miss. So you had movies that did do $1 billion at the worldwide box office. We had about 3 that actually have that, accolade for 2025. And we had a few movies that actually got very close to hitting $1 billion as well, namely the Minecraft movie, right? And actually the Demon Slayer movie did better than all the MCU movies in 2025. Now, there are several things I want to cover in this video before going over the article from Variety where we're going to be talking about, our box office 2026 predictions. So I want people to truly understand this. Movies making $1 billion is actually an anomaly, okay? It's not something that you would always be commonly seeing. I know there was that period in like the end of the 2000s, 20 and most of the 2010s period where you constantly saw movies make $1 billion. Still to this day, there are like less than 60 movies that have actually made $1 billion, right? I'm pretty sure it's not even 60 yet. Oh, it might be 60 now at this point, but what I'm saying is there's not even 100 movies that even have that accolade of making $1 billion, okay? So all that needs to happen for movies is you just make profit, okay, from a whatever budget you have and the marketing. If you make profit, which is not break even, that doesn't mean jack shit, you're good, right? So what I'm saying is a movie could make fucking hell $550 million. As long as it made profit, that's all that matters to people, right? That's all that matters. Okay. So it's actually crazy that we're looking at 2026 and people are going that, well, that's going to be a better year than 2025. Now you must also consider this narrative. Okay. So consider this as well. People have said that about every year the box office to get it back to like pre-COVID levels, right? I've heard this every year, basically since 2021.
Heard it.
Yeah.
Heard it in 2024. Everybody was saying 2025 was going to be the year of like.
Yeah, because remember 2024, they pushed all the other movies back for that writer's strike, right? Heard it in 2021, theaters are going to come back. 2022, theaters are going to come back, and then yada 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 yada, right? So I don't know if 2026 is going to be better or worse, because like guys, we've been having really horrible accolades from the theaters. Literally, I'll just like so 2022. We had the worst ever fall period in cinema history, okay? Then we had the worst Thanksgiving period ever, even though that is notorious as a great, weekend for movies getting a lot of money. We had the worst Christmas period not too long ago. We had the worst summer box office not too long ago. We're not getting good accolades anymore because people literally just aren't going to watch movies en masse. Like basically what Warren said in a lot of videos, unless it's an event, they don't really go, right?
There's not even an event level films coming out anymore. Rarely.
Yeah, and even when a movie comes out and it's an event, there's no guarantee it's going to make money. Like back in the day, I could almost confidently tell you what a movie's going to make because I was very, very good at predicting it. Nowadays, a movie could overperform what people think or just do absolutely worse than what people expect, honestly. Which I know that's going to be a cliche, but you guys must understand, like, a lot of people thought Thunderbolts was going to be the surprise hit. No, it wasn't. It did like it did less than $330 million.
One movie, but it still didn't translate to box office numbers.
Well, if you look at last year's box office, the films that did good were the films that parents kids too, because that's 4 tickets.
Yeah,
when it
Lilo
comes
and
to
Stitch.
individual friends along those lines, unless you're a movie reviewer or along those lines or a cinephile, you're not going to go watch them. You're staying at home and waiting for them to show up there in 30 days. And I think that's why I keep pressing on that I don't think the theater money is nearly as important as it used to be. I think that's the reason why it's starting to die out, is because they're making too much money on video on demand.
So just because I know I mentioned the 3 movies that did do $1 billion at the box office. So it was Avatar 3, Lilo and Bitch, because it's never Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is fucking overrated garbage. I'm talking about the actual animated show. I'm not talking about and the movie. I'm talking about the live action movie, because who'd watch that fucking nonsense? And Zootopia 2. But I want to make sure you guys understand this. Just because a movie gets $1 billion doesn't mean it doesn't really. I'll say so. A lot of people just overinflate how much that means. It's good to have the accolade. I'm proud if a movie does it, but as long as your movie just gets you some money back, that's really all that matters, though. If people have just pressed their brains to think that, well, if my movie doesn't make $1 billion, then it's a failure. No, if you truly believe that, you are a fucking retard, and your mom should have swallowed you. Just pointing it out there. You fucking retards on Twitter out there. I know you're black. I know you're from Wakanda. Shut the fuck up. You don't know shit about what you're talking about.
But Wakanda's not a real country.
Hold up. You're right. So, 26 be any better? Guys, I'll be honest here, I really don't know. I've heard this like 5 years. Who the fuck knows, honestly?
Oh, I think that Mario Galaxy will be $1 billion.
Well, the first one made $1 billion, right?
Yeah, I think the hype for the second one will push it probably farther. And plus, it's a kid. I think animated kid movies are going to be just like last year. Going to be what's rocks there, because especially since animated films are notoriously low budget. So, I think that'll be the big ones. I think everything else is kind of going the trip of VOD. Like Badlands recently, Predator Badlands recently was on video on demand. It's #1 on Amazon. It costs $24.99 to rent it, $30 to buy it, and it's #1 on Amazon. So that means all the people that are renting it or buying it on there, that's all money going into Disney's pocket. Why, so it's there's a whole new market now, and theaters are starting to go the way of the niche.
You can. Oh, it's on VOD now.
It's on VOD on the 7th. It's been on VOD for 2 days, and it's already #1 on Amazon.
Well, if WB Discovery and Netflix get their way, then theaters are definitely going to die.
Well, theaters are going to go the way of the comic shops. Like, comic shops used to be just comics. Now you go in there, and it's like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, Warhammer.
Yeah,
it's all this other stuff. Pretty soon, theaters are going to be like, oh, it's the theater / bowling alley / hobby shop, or
it's not even that. They're showing things in there that I wouldn't even classify as movies. Like, I think when I went and saw Primate, they showed an advertisement for this big I think this big Billie Eilish like thing she's doing. Like, I think her and James Cameron are getting together and doing like a documentary based on her. I'm like, nobody.
And they've been doing like theater plays, like some Broadway musical. For a while there, they were trying to bring in WWE pay-per-views, but then WWE put a big kibosh on it, because it used to be you could go to a bar or a movie theater and watch like the Royal Rumble. And then WWE put a massive kibosh on the whole thing, and they stopped being able to do it. So theaters are going to go the way of more of a niche market, where you're going to see less of them, and you're going to go in there, and there's going to be multiple things to do. It's not just going to be a multiplex movie theater. It's going to be going there and also possibly doing like miniature golf or bigger arcades or something along those lines.
Pickleball. I heard some of them are trying to do different things to get more people attracted, but there were already theaters that allow you to drink in there, smoke weed or do all that stuff. And even if that is not really bringing in more customers,
I'm not paying $20 for a beer. I'm sorry.
But if you go into a movie theater and there's a bowling alley, you take your kids bowling and then go watch a movie, I can see that stuff starting to pick up. Right. Mm-hmm. Or one of the screens is like some kind of interactive laser tag game or something along those lines.
If you said laser tag would be pretty cool, but it's another thing that I think to go over, because last year we didn't get a chance to do a video about this, and it relates to this topic. Is AMC, which is the biggest theater chain in our country, right? lost at one point in a quarter, I'm not shitting you can look this up, $300 million. The biggest theater chain lost over $300 million in a quarter four, which is like the last 4 months of the year. Horrible, right? AMC's and keep in mind, AMC and Cinemark and Regal, they're doing all these things like with Movie Pass to make people watch more movies.
It's like
and stuff
Nate
like
said.
That.
Like AMC was like, okay, I go there, they have the big cushy chairs. I can order a beer or food. The problem is, though, is the way the economy is, the way people are short on cash. No one wants to go in and have a $45 cheeseburger and a $20 beer to spend $20 to watch a movie on top of everything else. Yeah, it's just not, people don't want to do it.
I'm better off just sneaking my own 12-pack of beer into the movie theater at that
You're
point.
better off staying at home with an 85-inch 8K television that you picked up on Black Friday for like $500, a surround sound system, and your own recliner. It's not worth it going to the theater unless you're like a cinephile or you really love the experience. Most people are just like, the experience is not worth it. It's too expensive.
Yep.
There's usually there could be some rude asshole there, or it could be just empty. The floor is sticky. The food sucks.
And on top of that, to add to your point, people I believe would be willing to kind of go through all of that if they believe the movie is worth enough. Now imagine doing that experience you just described, Warren. Let's say you do it 2, 3, 4 times and you saw 4 shitty movies in a row. You're gonna think, God damn, this is just not worth it, because the movie's the end all be all part of your experience at the theater. If the movie you watch while paying all this money is not good, it's not worth it doing it. And like I said before, it's too expensive, right? And if people's perception is movies aren't good, well, the narrative is just that is what it's been for many years at this point. Movies are forgiven.
Well, on top of that, MSK, which you are right on that, but I also think even if the movie's good, there's people who don't think it's worth it.
True.
Like one of the reasons.
They call it one of those experiences. Like, do you need to watch it on the big screen, or could you just wait at home for it?
Like out of last year, the only movie that I could think of that would be where I would tell someone you need to go see it in the theater would be Avatar: Fire and Ash, because I know how good James Cameron does 3D.
Right. Yes.
Aside from that, though, are any of those movies experiences where it's like it's just so much better to go see it on a big screen?
You're right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see any that really stand out that way. Not with the way stuff costs. Like if it was cheaper or if the economy was doing better,
you could justify it to some extent.
We could justify it because it's like it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
But now it's like I'm trying to figure out how to pay my phone bill, power bill, and get food. And at all of this, why do I want to go spend $100 to take me and my girlfriend to go watch it?
And you spend all that money, and you see a movie that you utterly dislike, and you imagine doing that 3 or 4 times. You're gonna go, wow. And people use generalizations. I'm not saying these generalizations to you guys because I'm trying to be a dick. I'm saying these things because this is what actual people tell me. If they go to a movie and they go to multiple movies in a row that are not good, you know what that tells an average person? Movies aren't good to them. They're taking a break. That is just what a lot of people have been doing.
And you brought up, the movie passes earlier, the Regal pass and all that. That's what I got. That's how I see all the movies that I review. And it's only really good for people like us who are just kind of
love movies that much. Yeah.
Well, people who are like us who either love movies or they're in that, review critic sphere that, they have to go see these movies so they can talk about them. Not the general public is not going to be dropping $20 a month just to go see everything that comes out, because people got lives, people got kids and jobs and other things that they got to attend to. They don't have the time to just constantly be at the movies every fucking weekend. So it just it's cool that it's an option, but that still doesn't factor in the cost of like drinks or food or anything like that. But I guess the way around it is every movie you get, you get these points that you can use to get free stuff.
I've always looked at it like this, and the reason why it's not this way anymore is because the movies we've talked about it many times. How many movies have we described on this channel? And if you guys are watching the video version of this, but just the essence of what we always describe. There's so many movies I can tell you I've watched. It feels like this shit was made by literal, the chirping motherfuckers. Man, it sounds like these fucking movies were made in a sweatshop somewhere. They have no soul. These plots are so forgettable. Literally, the worst offender of this is that Mortal Kombat 2021 movie. Literally, no soul. Acting is horrible. Story stinks. The fucking dialogue stinks. It's shaky cam. It's horrible. And keep in mind, that Mortal Kombat movie might as well be all the other bad movies I've watched. They're all like that. No soul. Story's trash. Shit is happening so unbelievably bad. My brain literally wanted to leap out of my skull and walk into oncoming traffic. It was that bad. God, man. So, box office 2026 predictions. Will The Odyssey, Avengers Doomsday, and a new Star Wars finally propel grosses above $9 billion?
I forgot Mandalorian and Grogu was coming out this year.
Someone said that this is going. This is a homage image to. It's a Doctor Doom comic book panel where he is placing the Avengers on there like chess pieces. I think it's kind of cool. You know. All right. Is this big enough? No homo. Okay, good. For long-suffering movie theaters, salvation always seems to be just around the corner. I've been hearing that for 4 years, bitch. In 2026, many of the biggest film franchises in history are returning to screens. It's a squadron of high-profile spin-offs and sequels to everything from The Avengers with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans back in spandex to Star Wars with a smattering of Mario and Luigi and Buzz and Woody in between. Who the fuck is hyped for Toy Story 5? Honestly, Warren is right. Only kids will watch. That's just the movie that kids are going to go to see.
I mean, I'll see it, but
I will see it. I don't have any hope. Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be good.
No, it'll do, I don't know if it'll do $1 billion
like the last one.
Yeah, like the last one. But if it has good word of mouth, I mean, but that is another one that's going to be helped by the fact that it's going to be 4 to 5 people at a time going to go see it because it's going to be a family of kids.
But since COVID upended the movie business, the box office has never been harder to predict. I agree. You can't predict for this shit. It's either just better than you expect, but still bad, or just worse and flop completely like my wife does in bed last night. We were having sex. Last year, Marvel, once the most consistent hit maker in Hollywood, saw one hyped up superhero movie after another fail to connect with audiences. While
hyped up? Are you fucking serious?
Who was hyped for Brave New World? Everyone knew that shit was gonna fail.
No, everyone was making fun of it because you kept rewriting it and reshooting it and blooming the fucking budget to like $400 million, making it one of the most expensive movies of the modern decade.
I would say maybe Fantastic Four was hyped up, and then so was Superman before it came out, but
Thunderbolts had no actual hype.
Thunderbolts, I don't think was that much hype because people didn't know who they were.
No,
and Brave New World was kind of a stinker from the beginning.
Brave New World, you knew was a train wreck.
If anything, you could say that about Fantastic Four because there was a lot of hype around that one.
Good lord, where was I at? Oh, I was, being a top G Riz master. While auteur-driven films like Sinners and anime offerings like Demon Slayer, I'm not pronouncing that Wong Ching Chong shit.
I was gonna make it. You have to. Come on now. Give it a good shot. WZ needs more clips.
Now, became some of 2025's most unlikely successes. Now, I will say, Warren, he watched Demon Slayer, the second movie, and he did watch the Chainsaw movie. Sorry, the Chainsaw Man animated movie. You enjoyed those. You really liked them. Guys, I'm not shitting you. The Demon Slayer second movie did better than every MCU movie. If you told me 5-10 years ago that an anime movie would be beating out Marvel movies, I'd call you fucking literally insane. I would say
for a movie that probably was like $20 billion
utterly
budget.
Insane. It did like almost 800. It did like 806, 805, $800 million. It's fucking insane. Guys, that 800 number, that's what they wanted for Thunderbolts. That's what they wanted for Fantastic Four. And Demon Slayer beats them. Sinners had how do I phrase this? It had the least second weekend drop in a movie ever. That means that everyone that saw it was like, you know what? I'm going to rewatch it again. Because second weekend drops are based off like, if everyone sees it, they tell their friend if it's worth it or not to go back and to go and watch it themselves. Sinners was one of the So a lot of people that watch Sinners just went back and rewatched it. So word of mouth is what I'm saying matters a lot for a lot of these movies. So with that caveat out of the way, we're staring into our crystal ball and going out on a limb to predict the movies that will struggle or soar over the next 12 months. Sure things. Do you guys bet on Christopher Nolan? Do you bet on the Nolan man?
I've always said don't bet on. I mean, don't sleep on James Cameron. Don't sleep on Nolan either. I mean,
Chainsaw Man, the MCU.
I could see Odyssey doing like the big tell for me is Avatar 3. Now, don't get me wrong, it's 1.1 billion, but Avatar 2 is 2 billion. Even movies that, and I haven't heard anything bad about Avatar that would make it think that if you watch 2, you wouldn't want to watch 3. So I have a heart. I don't know. It's I don't know what the cap is on some of these non-kid movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like this movie here, I see $1 billion.
Yeah, it's like literally the only reason I gave people back in the day, if you knew me, why Mario would make $1 billion. There's other logical reasons, obviously, but I just said it's Mario, and if you don't know how impactful Mario is to people's lives, then you're a retard. If you didn't think I was gonna make $1 billion. Now, will this one do the same? It will either make $1 billion or make slightly less than $1 billion. So it would be like. So I think the first one did 1,300,000,000. I think the second one would do 1,100,000,000.
If it's good and has good word of mouth, it'll probably surpass the first one.
It could,
but if it's not good, I could see it getting close to $1 billion.
Yeah, or at least the floor, because the floor for this movie could be like 980 lowest. That's still crazy, you know. Yeah. The Super Mario Galaxy movie released by Universal, release date April 3rd. Thrill factor of Mario.
It's over 9,000.
Thrill factor. Generations of gamers have traveled to the Mushroom Kingdom of familiarity that helped turn the Super Mario Bros. Movie into $1 billion smash. The follow-up should get a similar reception, particularly as it has the spring box office more or less to itself. Chill factor. Video game adaptations like a Minecraft movie and Sonic the Hedgehog have been one of the only genres that have reliably worked. Could we be nearing oversaturation? Verdict. I like trumpets. Who are we kidding? The Nintendo brand is king, and those mustachioed siblings are its most beloved ambassadors.
Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
You're doing really well with your pronunciations today. I'm surprised. I thought caveat was going to get you.
I'm actually a 200 IQ genius, actually.
No,
you actually got mustachio, but you got equestrian. That's what's weird.
Oh my god, you guys are hung up on so much bullshit. All right, Toy Story 5 Disney. Toy Story is, to me, is 3 movies. Toy Story 4 fucking is dog shit.
It doesn't exist.
My opinion. Yeah. I mean, Toy Story 5, Toy Story 4 doesn't exist. It exists just like my dad. It happened, and I'm here.
Thank you.
Here's the thing, though. Toy Story, if it's good and has a good word of mouth, $1 billion.
I hope. Right.
$1 billion. I mean, it's and this one seems great too because it's about the toys with kids' reality of like being on tablets and shit.
Yeah.
So if they just do a good all around story,
but
you're talking.
But is it a prequel or a sequel?
It's a sequel to 4.
It's a sequel.
Yeah.
Then why the fuck is Woody back?
He
ran off at the end of the last movie.
They're gonna do some bullshit where like, oh, we broke up because she was being a whammon, and I don't like being around women because they're fucking annoying as fuck. You know. Good job, Woody. Get away from that bitch, Bo Peep. She ain't none for you, dude. Good lord.
And plus, too, it's a kids movie, so we're talking about the same kids who went and saw Minecraft. It's like whether it's good or intellectual or not, if it's a fun movie that kids want to see, their families are going to take their kids to it, and it's going to make good money.
I don't think it was the kids that made that movie $1 billion. The only reason that movie made $1 billion is because you have a bunch of man children who grew up playing Minecraft. And they went and saw it and got their fucking rocks hard.
Now,
one of the actors uttered the words "chicken jockey."
Don't get me wrong, there was lots of that, but you can't underestimate
I thought it was fucking crazy.
Parents and kids combinations, 4 to 5 people, birthday parties. That's a huge factor why these kids films are doing so well. It's because the parents have to buy the tickets.
I ain't disagreeing. I'm just saying these grown ass men and women who went to see the fucking Minecraft.
Why can't they have their fun? Why are you dogging on people having fun, Nate?
Oh when I see
grown ruining it for everybody else,
they
were getting really obnoxious.
There were people there. There were people there actually there to see the movie, and then next thing you know, you got assholes beating the shit out of each other the moment they heard chicken jockey and losing their fucking minds.
It was like I just had the name of the fucking movie. Rocky Horror Picture Show fans, but on crack. It was just terrible.
Toy Story 5, release date June 19th. Thrill factor. Toy Story represents Pixar at its best. And this installment, which confronts the reality that children would rather play with screens than dolls, feels like a timely reason to revisit the animated world of talking toys. Yeah, you're revisiting this after your horrible 4th movie.
You know what I've noticed? Like, if you look at a lot of the things that are slated to come out this year, it's just sequels.
But to be honest, that's the only thing that makes money. That's I agree with you too. There should be other. This is the only people will say, why does Hollywood only make sequels and remakes? It's the only stuff you financially support. So that just tells them as a business, that's all you want. If you want to change, support other stuff. But nevertheless, chill factor. Maybe the tech forward premise will hit too close to home for parents who prefer to park their kids in front of iPads at restaurants. Verdict: Woody and Buzz might be afraid of smart tablets, but they needn't worry about box office grosses. Toy Story 5 will be the biggest family film of the year. Unless you count Mario bigger than that.
Yeah, unless Mario does better, I could see Toy Story 5.
Toy Story, yeah.
I was gonna say, so are they making this movie to spite people who give their kids technology, or are they doing it to piss off those people? I'm confused.
Okay. I'm not defending the movie yet. I've not even seen a trailer. I'm just saying, just from the concept I've heard, it sounds like that is one of the rarest ways you could use that phrase of for the modern audience, and it actually makes sense because of how like technology has changed. Like for the modern audience, for like modern kids, that is what they get. They get a tablet, they start watching shit. So I don't even like that phrasing, but I think if you're gonna go with that direction for Toy Story, that's the only one you can. You know, or you do Toy Stories where, you know, fucking they're getting beat up by a dildo. So, The Odyssey, Universal, release date July 17th. Thrill factor: Christopher Nolan turned the life story of J. Robert Oppenheimer into a silver screen sensation. The Trojan War sounds a lot more commercial, and it helps that actors filing out the tunics. And it helps that the actors filling out the tunics include A-listers like Matt Damon, Tom Holland, and Zendaya. Okay, Zendaya is not an A-list actress. Tom Holland is not an A-list actress. Let's be honest here. He sucks kind of hard outside of not Spider-Man.
I'm curious because I want to know who the fuck Ellen Page is playing.
Everyone. Chill factor. Homer. During the summer, sounds like homework. All right. Verdict: July belongs to Nolan, who has debuted blockbusters such as The Dark Knight and Dunkirk. At the height of popcorn season, The Odyssey will join the club. Spider-Man Brand New Day, release date July 31st. Thrill factor: Tom Holland is dusting off his Spidey suit for the first time since... They make it sound like he's old, dusting off that old suit from 3 years ago. Oh, fuck off. No Way Home became a bonanza with $1.9 billion. That film ended on a massive cliffhanger, meaning a lot of people have been waiting to see what happens after Peter Parker makes the difficult decision to erase his identity from the world. Long story short, they pretty much did some one more day bullshit in the movies too, where they made him lose everything. I heard in this movie they're going to also rectify that spell. So I don't know. I like No Way Home. That's his best Spider-Man movie, in my opinion. But, you know, what? There's not going to be Andrew and Tobey Maguire to save him this time. That movie better be fucking a hit. But I will also say, they don't have the director of the previous 3 movies. He directed 3 of them. It's Daniel.
It's going to have Daredevil, Kingpin, the Hulk, Punisher. And Spider-Man movies generally do better than the other MCU stuff.
A lot of
so if any of the MCU stuff this year, I would bet that Spider-Man could end up
a lot of money.
Yeah, it could end up making some good money. It might even outperform Doomsday. Depends on how well that does.
Insane. That would be crazy.
I don't think it will because Doomsday's an event,
and it's got way more high-profile actors in there too.
And the only thing Doomsday's going up against is Dune, and I just don't see Dune being able to beat Doomsday. So this one will do good though. I think.
Hey, I know you guys are made the spice be with you in Dune, but my spice is the Spice Girls. Just saying, No.
Tell us what you want, what you really, really want.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, I really want a girl to sit on my face and I can eat her out. But
it never happened.
No Way Home became a cinematic event. In part because multiversal shenanigans allowed two prior Spider-Men, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, to save the day with Holland. Will hype be as high with just one Spidey on screen? If I'm being completely fair to Tom Holland, he didn't have the other two Spider-Men in his movie when Far From Home made $1 billion. Now, to be fair, that was the final movie of Phase 3 after Endgame, so any movie after that's going to probably make a lot of money. But Spider-Man has proven even if he doesn't have them there, they're making a lot of money.
Plus, this is going to be the most set up film for Doomsday out of everything so far. They rewrote it and changed it to set up Doomsday.
Yes.
Because originally Doomsday was supposed to already be out by now.
Right.
So this could Spider-Man's also kind of a sure bet. Like he always does decently. Mm-hmm. So there's a good chance that Spider-Man will be a good hit for Marvel. This, I think, is going to be a financial failure for them.
Verdict. Marvel might be Marvel might be waning in box office popularity, but Spider-Man remains on the comic book A-list. Oh, it's cool that you finally admit they're fucking up. I thought if you admit when this company fucks up, you're a racist, bigot, homophobe, transphobe, Nazi, sympathizing, white supremacist, KKK leader. No, it's normal.
You're already that without doing all that stuff, so I mean...
Hey, W's all day. But it's one of those things where, hey, if I don't like the direction a franchise is going, that doesn't automatically make me a racist. Like, what the fuck?
It's over 9,000!
God damn. These companies were fucking literally on their knees with Disney's cock so far down to their esophagus, they couldn't even see straight.
Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Fuck. The Mandalorian and Grogu. Disney. Safe bet?
No, I think it's going to be...
That's a disaster, in my opinion.
I think it'll be lucky to break 500 million.
Now, as Gray has said, and I've checked this too, he's right. This is made a little bit more cheaper, but we don't know how much they're spending on marketing. Like the movie could be made for like $100 million, but if they spent like $150 on marketing, that puts it at almost $300 million. You got to bring in some big cash there.
I think it'll make Disney money, but I don't see it getting much more than $500 million. Like I think it probably post like in a VOD, and then also I probably like if they made it a little bit on the cheaper side maybe, but it's too late. It's too long, too late. And it's just been it took too long for this to come out. It should have came out last year or the year before. Right. Like just like with like we're not going to get Ahsoka for like another 2 years or some bullshit. It's like
I'm not looking forward to Disney fucking up Abeloth next.
I just don't see this movie doing good.
I actually agree with you. I think it's gonna. I have a lesser number than that. I think it's gonna make, pending our box office landscape, and it's gonna be released in May, so around the summer period when it first starts. I think it does 450 max. I'm talking like the end of its run, all said and done, 450 max before the VOD numbers kick in.
Now, the only wild card I think we could all agree is international market.
True.
If it blows up like Avatar did on the international market, then I could see 900 million. But it has to do really good. It has to be good, and it has to do good on the international market.
The word of mouth opening weekend has to be fucking phenomenal. I'm talking like levels of like episode 3. You got to have good word of mouth.
I just don't think it's going to be.
I'm saying right now, if this doesn't have good word of mouth opening weekend, I'm not shitting you guys. This shit is going to colossally fail. This is the first Star Wars movie since 2019, and they're banking on a man. These characters have a big fan base. I don't disagree with that. Grogu
could you count Mandalorian and Grogu as like nostalgia bait a bit? Because I think at this point,
2019. Holy shit.
I'm just saying, because now they're going, oh hey, you remember the Mandalorian? You remember how great that was, huh? You remember Grogu? Dude, you all like Grogu, right?
I will say this: Grogu is gonna have all the single black moms get in there, and they just got their EBT. Oh yeah, I love me some Grogu. Oh yeah, he's a baby.
Oh, on a serious note, Nate, I do believe that out of all the characters right now in the current Star Wars, that yes, this is probably the best one to put out in front of people for nostalgia, because it's the most popular, most successful thing they've done. Even though the last season was a disaster, and it's been a long time since we've even heard the name Grogu spoken, this is the best chance they have at a success. Out of all of the other characters and stuff they got going on right now, this is their best chance, I believe. But it's still, though, I think it's going to be a struggle, because I don't.
Yeah. Well, you have you still have a bunch of Disney Star Wars shills on the internet talking about, oh, it's going to make $2 billion. It's going to be a huge hit. I'm like, keep coping and seething, you fucking twink.
Only Disney literal cocksucking shills believe that. Only.
No, like that. Literally, I've seen channels where guys are like, it's going to make $2 billion. I'm like, you're fucking stupid. Like, you're an idiot.
And in the same mouth tell you that Mario's going to flop. Like, get the fuck out here.
If it's as good as the first season of Mandalorian when that came out, where it was a lot of hype around it, and it gets a good word of mouth,
I would say
might see it clear $1 billion.
Like, I like season 2 for what season 2 was. Season 3, I can't.
Season 3 was terrible.
I can never watch season 3 again.
Release date May 22nd. Thrill factor: the last Star Wars movie, 2019's $1 billion blockbuster, which made less than the previous two, all less than each other. The Rise of Skywalker was released 7 long BBC years ago, in the time since Baby Yoda has become a household name through the very popular series, the very popular Disney Plus series, The Mandalorian. Chill factor: Lucasfilm has struggled for what feels like eons to get a theatrical release off the ground. Meanwhile, Disney Plus has become the go-to destination for all things set in a galaxy far, far away, with shows ranging from the Book of Boba Fett, garbage,
we don't talk about the Book of Boba Fett.
Ahsoka. I dipped out after Obi-Wan.
They said Book of Boba Fett. What they meant to say was go Power Rangers.
like Andor was popular, but even the third season didn't do as well streaming numbers. And Ahsoka, which was one of the better things they've done since The Mandalorian, still didn't get the season numbers. No. So you want to talk about a defranchised audience that has no faith in it. I don't think The Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be enough to bring those people back in. There are a lot of people who are checked out. Like Star Wars is one of the more dead franchises. Even like the MCU has glimmers of hope. Star Wars is very dead right now. And even with Dave Filoni taking over, which is essentially just Kathleen Kennedy with a dick.
Like one of those two.
It's like too late. I don't see it getting any better, because Filoni was the one that was telling us how great the lesbian witch one was. That came out.
Here's the thing, and I know I'm not the only one who said this. I can remember a time where Dave Filoni was the man, and that's when, and that was way before Disney bought Star Wars. Like his original work on the Clone Wars when it was airing on Cartoon Network, fucking phenomenal. Other stuff he's done like Avatar: The Last Airbender, fucking phenomenal. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend that the guy.
He spearheaded The Mandalorian.
Well, hold on.
That was one of his things.
Well, hold on. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that the guy does not have a vision, that the guy does not have potential to run a big company, or at least a big subsection of the company like Lucasfilm, because the guy knows how to direct. He knows how to tell a story. I think the big problem is, once again, Kathleen Kennedy. I wonder how much of the shit he promoted, she went, you're going to promote this and you're going to pretend you like it or you're gone.
I was going to say
he's a team player, you know,
Yeah.
so you can't really fault him for that because you're absolutely right.
Right.
It's this. The problem is too is there's a culture at Disney.
Yeah.
Is Filoni going to play in that culture where he just essentially starts putting out the same garbage, or is he going to be like, okay, now that I'm in charge, I'm going to start going to more Clone Wars type kind of stuff where it's rich in the lore and the fans get excited? Because like Ahsoka, my only real problem with Ahsoka was unless you watched like 20 hours of Clone Wars, Rebels, and everything else, you didn't get the emotional impact of what was going on.
My biggest problem with Ahsoka was the way some of those characters were portrayed. And when they first showed off like the first, I guess, teaser trailer for Ahsoka, in my head, I was like, oh, cool. This is just Rebels season 5.
Yeah.
And I like Rebels for what it is. Like it's not as crazy or good as Clone Wars is, but as like a continuation series, it's pretty damn good. So watching that trailer, I was like, oh, this is just Rebels season 5. And then watching this, they turned it into more girl boss, girl power bullshit involving characters that if you've watched Rebels, you like Sabine Wren. She's a cool fucking character in Rebels. Ahsoka, she's a cool fucking character too. The problem is, I think, but when you watch Rebels, the core character of that whole series is like Kanan Jarrus, Ezra Bridger, they're really cool characters. And you know what? When you watch Rebels, there's never any crazy dynamic where they overshadow each other or, there's any really crazy girl boss moments. I think Kathleen Kennedy just looked at the girl characters from that show and was like, more of them, make them better than everybody else. And it's no,
another thing too is that like Mandalorian might be good as hell, but it might be one of those things where it's really good, gets good reviews, and only makes $400 million.
Maybe less, depending on
because people just checked out.
Yeah, the apathy is said, and like also the thing you guys have said with Dave Filoni, and we'll probably do a video about this separately as its topic, but even let's just say we finally believe, because she has admitted she did want to step away. It was actually revealed last year.
She's done now. So, yeah.
So let's say she steps away.
She's probably getting tired of getting blasted on fucking Twitter.
Because the thing here is we've talked about this a lot too. Like I use this example all the time. The TMNT movies that Nickelodeon produced with Michael Bay. Yes, he wasn't the director, but he was a producer on them, and you could tell it was his style that heavily influenced those movies. So yes, even if she is gone from that position, who's to say that she won't have any level of input in these projects just because she's not the PR fall guy anymore? You know what I mean?
She's out of it. She's retiring, so she won't even be there. But here's a good thing, though. Dave Filoni won't fuck with Feige, and Feige makes some good Star Wars. Now, Kathleen Kennedy fucked with Feige. The reason why we got Book of Boba Fett instead of season 2 was because Feige got pushed into it by Kathleen Kennedy.
Right.
So if Filoni's like, now Feige, you're good, create, man, we might get the best Star Wars we've ever seen. So there is a good chance because Filoni is the man when it comes to Star Wars lore and his love of Star Wars. I just want to know is how influential is that culture, and is it going to be pushing him into areas he doesn't want to get into?
Right.
Well, people often forget that back when Clone Wars was like in its first seasons, he was the reason he was a big part in like the success of that show is because he was handpicked by George Lucas to oversee the whole fucking thing.
He was like his Padawan.
Yeah.
So
he's the child, little Filoni, and Lucas is the Mandalorian, and he's just
shows ranging.
Dave Filoni's watching the Mandalorian. He's like, wait a minute, that's me. That's me and George.
Ranging from the Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka to Andor, do audiences still associate Star Wars with the cinematic experience, or is it a franchise they now prefer to watch at home? But keep in mind, this is what Disney wanted. It's like what Bob Chapek did with Pixar, and people start going, well, why are Pixar movies not performing very well? You condition them. You literally gave them cinematic blockbuster movies that took months to work on, and you said, streaming service. Why should a customer value a cinematic experience when you've given them it on a streaming service?
Well, not even that. They made multi-million-dollar blockbuster films and then went somehow Palpatine returned and just expected people to be okay with that.
The Mandalorian and Grogu will benefit from goodwill and brand recognition to a certain extent. However, not every Star Wars spinoff will feel like the box office force.
I agree with that. This Mandalorian is the most goodwill out of everything in Star Wars right now.
I remember when
great, but
I remember when they announced the Mandalorian, there was a lot of people looking forward to it.
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing that gets flushed out in the Clone Wars. Is like the Mandalorian culture and how they work and shit. It's fucking awesome. Like, I love it.
And now we get the heavy hitters. Avengers Doomsday, Disney, release date December 18th, like a week after my birthday, after I banged my wife. Thrill factor. Downey and Evans return to the MCU, bringing the two mightiest heroes back into the fold. They're joined by fan favorite characters from the X-Men and the Fantastic Four in a true "the gang's all here" extravaganza. Chill factor. Superhero fatigue is real, and Marvel can't seem to shake it. The studio's last few films, Thunderbolts, Captain America Brave New World, and the Fantastic Four First Steps, all disappointed at the box office.
The mightiest heroes, they do realize that Robert Downey Jr. is playing the villain, right?
You know, it all makes sense to them. You know,
you want to talk about selling nostalgia factor.
Fucking hell, man.
It's over 9,000.
Verdict. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I agree with that to a certain extent.
Yeah.
It's been 6 years since the last Avengers, and Evans and Downey's presence will make this sequel a bona fide event.
Dude, Robert Downey Jr. literally looked at Kevin Feige and went, "You could not live with your own failure." Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
I guarantee that there wasn't no meeting. There wasn't no contract. There wasn't no contract talks. It was literally Feige calling Robert, and you just hear on the other end of the phone, "You could not live with your own failure." Where did that bring you? Back to me.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Fuck, man.
I can't see it not making at least $1 billion.
I think it does what the first Mario movie did. 1,300,000,000 something.
I could see it breaking $1 billion, just like, you know, based on the fact that it is the Avengers, and this is the first time we're going to see, you know, Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans and all of them.
And it is
back.
Christmas too. It's December with no
Yeah.
competition. You know, like if this was July, I would be a little more
argue lower. Yeah.
But no competition, December, a big event film like this. I could see it doing $1 billion easy almost.
And guys, when you watch this video, the reason why we're not covering Doomsday as much as the other movies as we did, because we kind of always talk about Marvel here. We've said everything we've said about Doomsday for a while. I would just be repeating my same points. The one thing I will throw in is the fact that Marvel needs to realize they need to stop thinking that they're in that Guardians phase where they could just throw a random character out there and it just does good at the box office. They've not been in that state in a very, 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 very long time. So movies that they push out now, they need to understand this. You kind of need to have some level of an audience with them, because a lot of their movies are just gonna end up like Thunderbolts. I like that movie, I really do, but that's the number Thunderbolts deserves, because who fuck knows those guys, you know? What's this one? Verity? What the fuck is that?
Variety.
Is it Variety?
You could stay Mustachio, but you get screwed up on Variety?
Is this really Variety? You guys fucking with me?
No, we're not.
This is an E.
Yeah, it's probably something that's weird about the movie spelling.
Variety?
You're Nas quacking again, bud. Don't think
I'll just say
hard
Variety. We're probably going to get yelled at.
Third time's a Clarence, buddy. You got it.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Variety.
Just hop on the old E-Crush train and you got it.
I mean, just be thankful he didn't go P. Diddy or something.
Oh, my God. Variety. Amazon MGM released
after I have sex with my wife on Minecraft.
Uncle Kagi once said, with great power comes great big booty bitches.
Yes, exactly.
Verity, Amazon, MGM release date October 2nd. Thrill Factor, Colleen Hoover might be the new box office whisperer after It Ends With Us became a sleeper success for Sony, and Regretting You was one of Paramount's only 2025 releases that turned a theatrical profit. Yeah. She has an audience. So I could understand why people watch her movies. I watched It Ends With Us. It's weird. I love and hate that movie. That's my opinion on it. More people watch It Ends With Us with me than they watch Brave New World. Tell you that right now. I was in there with a lot of girls.
Probably a lot smaller budgets too.
I think so. It Ends With Us was like 50 million, I think.
Yeah, and Brave New World was like what, 300, 400 million dollars.
Who knows? Whatever Marvel said. It could be that, could be higher, could be lower. Verity, which follows a struggling writer hired to complete a popular book series after the potentially unhinged author becomes injured, promises deliciously campy performances from stars Dakota Johnson and Anne Hathaway. Chill Factor, you just have to get single fucking liberal white moms to watch it. I make that up. Adult-oriented fare is, alas, always a risk in post-pandemic times. Verdict, twisty thrillers are fun to watch with crowds, so Verity will become a breakout with women in the vein of The Housemaid and A Simple Favor.
You're just giving WZ free content by saying that.
Question marks. Not like my sex life. That's a sure thing. That's a safe bet. Project Hail Mary. Are they just making fun of the show? Good Lord.
I'm actually looking forward to
this
that.
one does look good. It's the trailers look great, and then the directors are really good too.
Project Hail Mary, Amazon MGM, release date March 20th. Thrill Factor, Phil Lord and Christopher Miller are returning to the director's chair for the first time since 2014's 22 Jump Street. With Project Hail Mary, the very funny filmmakers team up with the endlessly charming Ryan Gosling on a sci-fi adventure about an amnesiac astronaut tasked with saving the world from Armageddon. Chill Factor, Amazon MGM.
I hope you were watching WZ. Timestamp that. That was there's your next clip.
Yep.
Oh my God. Chill Factor, Amazon MGM doesn't have a track record of launching original properties, and with a hefty $150 million budget, Project Hail Mary, quite literally the most ironic thing they just said there, needs to pack M in to justify its price tag. Verdict, Gosling, a versatile actor who should have won an Oscar for his performance of I'm Just Ken at the Academy Awards ceremony, isn't a bankable star. After all, his 2024 action comedy, The Fall Guy, misfired theatrically despite great reviews. That means quality.
To all those fuckers that managed to get Barbie to $1 billion, you all deserve to just be pushed off a bridge or something. God
damn.
Minecraft.
Won't
I was trying to think of something less violent.
That means quality won't be enough to get people to multiplexes. It's up to the studio's marketing department to turn the film into a must-see cinematic event. Yeah, outside of Barbie, Ryan Gosling doesn't have that box office draw that other actors do. But which actor really does have box office draw these days? They've all failed in that department.
I think directors have more draw than actors. Like
literally
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan has a name. Spielberg has a name, but even then, it's not as powerful as it used to be.
Go to hell, Nate. Barbie was fun. Oh, good Lord.
It was fucking annoying. Like, if I ever hear patriarchy again, I'm going to take myself out back and just end it all.
Disclosure Day, Universal release date, June 12th. Thrill Factor. For decades, Steven Spielberg has been synonymous with blockbuster entertainment. Like me, just like with me, he's a legend, I'm a legend with entertainment. Now the man who made Indiana Jones and E.T. returns to spectacle-style filmmaking with an alien invasion adventure. Oh, you don't mention him directing West Side Story? Because the thing with Steven Spielberg and a lot of these other directors that have big names like that, they're living off of great past credit of movies that they did very good, but we have to look at them for who they are now. He's not put out a box office hit in fucking forever at this point. You know, he just kind of keeps getting movies because it's Steven Spielberg and he directed Jaws, E.T., Jurassic fucking Park. You know, he made a lot of great movies. I'm not saying he's bad, but we got to look at this guy for what he is now. And a lot of people don't do that. So Chill factor. Does the old master still have it? Spielberg spent most of the past 20 years directing Oscar bait like Bridge of Spies and Lincoln. Has he outgrown his populist roots?
Don't insult Bridge of Spies and Lincoln, you bitch.
It's not Tuesday. Verdict. The title sounds like a bad airplane novel, but the trailer delivers plenty of thrills. It's just hard to convince people to turn out for something that isn't based on a game or a known property.
Clayface. I forgot that was coming out.
I forgot. Yeah, DCU gets 2 movies this year. Clayface, Warner Brothers. Release date September 11th. Thrill factor. With comic book adaptations, audiences are fine with similar. I'm retarded at reading. With comic book adaptations, audiences are fine with familiar faces, but clearly aren't settling for more of the same story. In that respect, Clayface, a body horror film about a struggling actor with a disfigured face who takes drastic measures to transform his body into clay, feels vastly different from Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and the family-friendly Superman. Chill factor. Has anyone on this planet or any other ever heard of Clayface? Yes! You fucking who? Who doesn't know Clayface?
Are we sure the person who wrote this isn't just like a casual?
Whoa. Who wrote this? Was it women?
Well,
women?
The one thing about this that they're not mentioning is that
fuck.
Out of all of these movies, Clayface is a rated R film. They made for like $50 million. And it's in a very popular genre. And it does have recognition with nerds. So adult nerds and horror fanatics are going to go see it. If you have a $50 million film that makes $250 million, $300 million, that's a bigger success than what Doomsday might be pulling in. What you're talking about.
Based off actual profit margins.
I think it's going to be a huge financial success. It may not break 300 million, but it's going to be a financial success for DC because of how cheap the movie was to be made.
Right. I'm just saying, only stupid women would say this shit. Have you ever heard of Clayface? What the fuck?
See, it's they're completely missing the point of the fact that it's a body horror film. And that's the selling point more than it's a Clayface film.
Yeah,
the Clayface is to bring in the nerds who know Batman and want that stuff. This is not for them though. This is trying to tap into a profitable genre with a cheap movie.
Yes.
So if out of all the movies on this list, aside from the animated ones, this is going to have a good chance to make good money.
I just don't know. Like Clayface quite literally is mentioned along with villains like Joker and Two-Face and Harley Quinn and all those other guys like Riddler and shit. Clayface is very known. Now, I would argue, do you do a movie based off Clayface? Is he an actual draw? Well, as Warren said, you gotta add some different elements to it. It's not just your run-of-the-mill comic book movie. It's different from this angle. That's your draw. You have your draw with Clayface. That's the draw. I don't know if he can pull in a big audience. That's a different conversation. But we're adding in a different style of comic book movie.
Yeah, like if you take Captain America Winter Soldier, that's a spy thriller with Captain America. So if you're a spy thriller fan, you're going to like that movie. And if you're a Captain America fan, you're going to like it. Thunderbolts was trying to be Avengers,
without the Avengers.
It's the characters were without being Avengers. So that way, that's why it doesn't do as well. We're taking a horror film and adding a name to it. This is kind of like what they did with the Joker. The Joker was essentially a rewrite of Taxi, but when we add the name Joker onto it, a whole bunch of people go watch it. Clayface can have the same effect, maybe not as successful as the Joker because you don't have Joaquin Phoenix behind along those lines.
Yeah,
but it's going to have that factor of like, oh, it's a horror film. So now when I go take my girlfriend to it, she likes horror films, has no idea who Clayface is, hates comic book movies. So she gets to see one, and I'm going to go see a Clayface movie. So yeah, that's what a lot of people miss.
The angle to this. My biggest thing, it's only just from the world universe building standpoint. Like my thing is like, why would Clayface be getting a movie if other bigger characters should get one first? But that's like a universe world building thing.
Well, and now if they spent $300 million to make this movie, it would be it would no way. It's huge
yeah.
But they made it for 50. So
as long as the budget, as long as the marketing budget isn't anything exponentially high.
Well, I mean,
like
it's not going to be more than the budget. So I mean, 50 million, another 50 on top of it. So $100 million movie, and horror movies can make 300 mil all the time.
If it makes like, let's say on the lowest 490, 500, that's pretty good. That would be technically more profitable than Superman.
That's
when you look at it,
5 times the budget. That's 5 times the budget in the marketing if they do a $50 million marketing with a $150 million budget. I mean, it's always strikes me as weird. The same thing with the Jimmy movie, James Olsen movie. It's not going to be a James Olsen series. It's going to be a true crime documentary about Gorilla Grog that Jimmy's hosting. So then people who like true crime mockumentaries are going to watch it. And then nerds are going to watch it because it has Gorilla Grodd in it. So that it's smart. You're using the characters in genres to try to maximize fan base and bring people in who are not normally there. You're not taking the Thunderbolts with a bunch of fuck off nobodies and trying to turn it into an Avengers movie with like a $300 million budget. What you're doing is you're taking.
We would never do that, right?
Oh,
hey,
shit.
we're gonna get audiences. We're gonna get audiences to go watch a monkey. All right.
Lord.
Verdict: James Gunn and Peter Safran may have revived the DCU with Superman. That's debatable. But not every comic book character is worthy of the big screen. See, this is the only. I agree with this part. The problem here is that they're risking a movie for a character that probably really shouldn't have its own movie for this different approach. But like I said before, like Warren said, horror movies, lower budgets. They actually have better horror movies. Typically have better profit margins when they make profit because they're just such low budgets. It's not as high as other ones.
Yeah, I would agree with this sentence if they spent $200 million in the budget.
Yeah. If they spent like what Sony spent on the first Venom movie, I would agree with you.
But since they're spending like 40 to 50 million, from what I understand, that is, to me, it's like this is the best gamble that DC's done yet.
Right. So it's basically the what's the old saying we had growing up? Low risk, high reward. They're looking at it from a perspective of, yes, Clayface probably shouldn't get his own movie. Probably deserve it, honestly. But if I make it for such little money and it turns a bigger profit, that's a win, honestly.
Yeah, imagine it makes 250 in the box office, then turns around and makes another 100 mil in the VOD market, and then it has on the streaming platforms. I mean, like, it's going to be just printing cash. We'll see a Clayface 2 before we'll see a Supergirl 2.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I'm not saying Clayface deserves his own movie. I'm saying that if you look at it from the perspective that they're handling the movie, okay. I just think it's a little too soon for that, but hey, what the fuck do I know? I'm just a hot, rich, good-looking, charismatic dude. Practical Magic 2. What the fuck is that?
I never watched Practical Magic 1.
Thrill factor: nearly 30 years after the first Practical Magic became a cult hit on home entertainment. Remember VHS? Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman reunite for another supernatural rom-com. Chill factor: two old, disgusting white liberal women talking. Then that makes me want to blow my goddamn brains out. Women speaking. It's worth noting that Practical Magic flopped when it was released in 1998, given Bullock and Kidman's price tags. Warner's is probably banking on them casting a stronger spell on moviegoers in 2024. You mean they're damn cougar pussies that are all ran through and disgusting? Oh my god!
You'd fuck a cougar. Stop it.
I would.
Yeah,
but I have standards. Verdict: nostalgia is powerful to a certain extent. I agree. Just look at other long gestating sequels like Top Gun Maverick and Beetlejuice. That fucking flopped though. But this follow-up feels random.
Not great.
But this follow-up feels random. Besides Bullock and Kidman's agents, who's asking for this?
Well, like you said earlier, it's like the original film flopped at the box office. So why would 20 years later? I want to see this one.
It's like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Warner Brothers, you're retarded.
This film looked funny, or not funny, but looked good. The Bride.
Warner Brothers, release date March 6th. Thrill factor. Audiences have been.
Isn't isn't that like the Bride of Frankenstein movie that they're doing?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the one where it's like 1930s gangsters, like Bonnie and Clyde, but it's Frankenstein and the Bride.
Oh, God.
If you see the trailer looks good. It's got Christian Bale in it, and it looks like it might be a good one.
I think I have seen that trailer. I don't know.
Release date March 6th. Thrill factor. Audiences have been flipping for auteur-driven horror films, such as Ryan Coogler's Sinners with Blacks and Robert Eager's Nosferatu. Maggie Gyllenhaal, who impressed with her directorial debut, The Lost Daughter, is offering up a bold vision with her steampunk to take on Frankenstein. Chill factor. Guillermo del Toro's just did his own thing with Mary Shelley with last fall's Frankenstein. Some stories don't need to be revived again and again. I agree, but that's what makes money. So you know what? Fuck it. Verdict. The buzz on the $80 million production has been frightful. Unless critics swoon, audiences aren't showing up to see this undead couple in action.
Well, critics can swoon all they want, but if it doesn't have good word of mouth, doesn't mean the audiences are going to show up. There's a bunch of critical darlings that just flopped harder than shit.
Yeah.
Like that newest Leonardo DiCaprio one that everyone was buzzing about. That one flopped hard.
Oh, it's the one. Yeah. It's fuck. I know the name. I know what you're saying. Yeah. That one flopped hard as fuck.
So like Sean Penn, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, it flopped really hard. Like,
but everyone says it's like the best movie of the year. So it's,
Hoopers. Oh, that's for Blacks. Release date March 6th. Thrill factor. Family films have, for the most part, been all the rage. And the most recent animated adventures was December's SpongeBob sequel. So Hoopers should benefit from pent up. So Hoppers should benefit from pent up demand. Chill factor. Pixar hasn't successfully launched a new animated film since 2017's musical hit Coco. Even last year's positively reviewed Leo cratered at the box office. Plus, the plot revolving around scientists who can transfer human consciousness to robotic animals sounds kind of confusing. Oh, I've seen a trailer for this. This looks really gay. Hoppers.
I hadn't even heard of this one.
Hoppers needs to be undeniably great and marketable to parents of youngsters. Otherwise, Pixar is doomed to repeat into a world of sequels and possibly forced to send anything new to streaming. This rhymes with NIGGR. Release date October 2nd. Thrill factor. It's been a while since Tom Cruise, who once worked with Spielberg and Scorsese, put himself in the hands of a true master. He got one of the greatest who ever slid behind a camera in Alejandro G. I'm not pronouncing that. I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to even mean for the movie, though. But sure, I guess. Just right.
I watched the trailer for this, and it looks interesting. It looks like Tom Cruise acting like he was at the end of Tropic Thunder. It's something to do with like a guy who claims to be a messiah with a shovel. It might be good. I don't know.
I hate that they didn't put this movie on here. Scream 7 is a more sure of a hit for a horror thriller movie than what we've seen on here.
You know, it'd be really cool because we all know that Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera are supposedly not in the movie, but it'd be kind of cool if they pulled out the mask and it was Melissa Barrera as the killer of this movie.
I would bet Scream 6 does better than Clayface on here. It's fucking.
You mean
Scream.
7? You mean 7?
Yes, yeah. Scream 7. I don't know why it's not here. That movie, Scream 6, made quite a bit from what it was marketed budget-wise.
I would say you're right, but it depends on the budget.
Yeah,
I mean, spent 150 million to 200 million on Screen 7.
Screwed.
And then it has an uphill battle compared to Clayface.
Yeah. Chill factor. These two are partnering on the story of a powerful man who tries to save humanity from a disaster he's unleashed. We just lived through Elon Musk. Oh, shut the fuck up. We lived through Elon. Shut up, you fucking losers.
Fatality.
It's variety,
yeah. Verdict, execution dependent. That's every movie, though.
So wait a minute. So no, they're not mentioning Supergirl. They're not mentioning Screen 7. I mean, what is this article? Like, it's just the people that paid Variety to be on here.
Dude, it was put together by 2 women. You know that shit was going to be retarded.
I still think Clayface has a chance to be the highest profit margin out of all of those on there.
Well, yeah,
maybe Mario.
And I use this as a rough guide for some of these predictions. We can't go for every movie, obviously, but some of the movies coming out this year. I mean, you have the live action Moana movie. That's supposed to do box office wise, supposed to do very good. Shrek 5, I think, comes out. No, 2027. No. They push it back. Yeah, I just don't know why they don't have Scream 7 there or Supergirl. But I don't. But the thing is, a lot of those movies they had on there are not going to be sure things. Is Supergirl a sure thing? But I think Supergirl has a better box office draw than some random shit I've never heard of. To a certain extent,
I think Supergirl's got a better chance than like Mandalorian.
Yeah, it does. It actually does.
It all depends on budget too. I think Mandalorian could be. I mean, I don't know. Mandalorian's hit or miss because it could be one of those things where it's an excellent movie and everyone loves it, audience and fan and critics, but then not enough people go see it because we've seen that a couple times. Like Superman had amazing word of mouth where it had really low drops every week, and it still barely went over 600 million because the international market was terrible. Yeah. So it all depends on, Mandalorian could be a knock it out of the park and do like Avatar and clear $1 billion. But I don't know.
I want to bring this up really quickly here because I as a comparison by popularity of like most anticipated movies: Doomsday, The Odyssey, 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Why Apex, the fuck is that on there? The last one was horrible.
Greenland 2, Spider-Man: Brand New Day, Send Help. That's what Warren says to me before he goes on the show.
That's a Sam Raimi movie too.
Dune Part. They didn't even have Dune Part 3 there. They didn't have Dune.
That's another one, yeah.
Yeah. The Hunger Game. I mean, no one wants to see that fucking shit anymore. Disclosure Day, Return of Silent Hill. That's a Nate thing. That's not my thing. Cold Storage. Oh, what else is there? Supergirl rhymes with Street Fighter wasn't there. Street Fighter, I don't know if
Street Fighter's not going to be. I mean, it comes out if it does come out in October, that'll help it out because that's a good time period for it. But I don't see Street Fighter being a $1 billion movie.
Masters of the Universe.
Oh, that is going to flop hard.
That's going to flop so hard.
Because it has Jared Leto in it. I know. I hate to do that because I haven't even seen a trailer.
Dude,
but having Jared Leto in it is just does not seem that great.
Like I think I don't know because there's Goat. Okay, now they're just praising me. The Bride, Mandalorian, Grogu, Super Mario Brother movie. Yeah, the Michael Jackson biopic comes out this year. You have the Moana movie, the live action one, Jumanji 3, Werewolf. Mortal Kombat 2 is gonna fucking flop so hard. Dude, Ready or Not 2 could make more money than Clayface. The first one, very, very fun, good movie.
Fucker-in-law? Are they seriously making another fuckers movie?
Another fucker-in-law?
Oh my god. Someone needs to.
Yes,
if I
one is a Steph Curry story, but Steph Curry's a goat.
If I ever see Ben Stiller in the street, I'm whooping his fucking ass, dude. Like, fuck that.
What?
Guy.
Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Like there are certain actors that I just really, really do not like, and Ben Stiller is one of those guys where I just beat the shit out of him on principle.
All right, we'll go around the horn really quickly, and we'll get some of our box office 2026 predictions. Starting with Nate. Let it rip.
Well,
Avengers
Doomsday will probably make $1 billion just because it's the Avengers, and it's a brand, and big names are coming back, so people are naturally going to show up for that. Odyssey has the potential to cross $1 billion just because it's Christopher Nolan, and Nolan just makes really good fucking movies. I mean, he hasn't made one that I've hated, so I definitely give him that. Not really much else. I mean, like I said, to me, it seems like this is just kind of the year of sequels, and once again, more unnecessary remakes that we just don't fucking need.
Also, I know we didn't mention this earlier, but Scary Movie 6 comes out this year. That probably does better than some of these other movies that they put out. Why would Scary Movie 6 do worse than a movie with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman that flopped when it initially came out when theaters were doing better? Warner Brothers logic, everybody. That's Warner Brothers logic. That's why they need to be bought by Netflix, because they're fucking stupid. Their company deserves to be burned in all types of hell. Warren, the more positive outlook that we have here. Any box office predictions you want to say before we head out for the video?
I don't see the box office getting any better than it was last year. I think the top 5 films of the year are probably going to be mostly just animated children's movies. Like I could see Mario being up to the top. I could see Toy Story being up there. I could see Doomsday clearing $1 billion, but whether or not it's good or not, I don't know. I think the sneaking success or the surprise success will be Clayface, just because of the budget to deal, especially if it's a really good film. I think Clayface will be the kind of the surprise hit. Mandalorian Grogu have the draw power. It's just been so long, so that's going to hurt it, and also too the sour taste in everyone's mouth with Star Wars. But if anything can bring them out, it's Mandalorian and Grogu. I think Supergirl will do better than Superman, and I think Street Fighter will be better than Mortal Kombat.
I swear, if you played it. That's how I send people to the Shadow Realm. All right, so for me, like it just depends, because if we're talking about safe bets and movies that should be a sure thing, I don't think there are sure things anymore. I don't think that exists right now in the landscape, but I do think there were a few movies they forgot on there that I know for sure would be at least better than some of those other weird fucking movies we've never heard of. So, but yeah, for me, I don't know if the box office does anything better in 2026 than the other previous 4 years, because it's like that Kathleen Kennedy rumor before it actually became true of like, oh, she's stepping down and leaving. Yeah, I gotta kind of see that shit to believe it at some point. It's like, yeah, you fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, bend me over and fuck me with a dildo. Fool me 3 times, throw me off a cliff and call me Jim. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. And now we will wrap it up here. And I should have did that when I had sex with my wife last night. So we'll start with Full Metal.
Congratulations.
No, I blew it in her face.
Oh, God.
So we'll start with Full Metal Nate. What do you have planned coming up that you would like to let the audience know about?
Well, I've obviously made it no secret that I have basically recommitted a lot of my YouTube time to the movie channel. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going to check out Greenland 2 Migration. So if you want to subscribe and see all my thoughts on the latest movies releasing, you can go subscribe to me at Full Metal Critic, formerly Unbiased Movie Nerd. You can subscribe to my regular channel, Full Metal Nate, where I do D&D, I live stream video games, just chill out. I want to do Curse of Strahd episode 26 this weekend, but I need to get with everybody and see what they're up to. I got one person who's in, but I haven't heard shit from anybody else, so I need to figure out what's going on there. But that's all that's going on for me, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Warren, anything coming up you want to let the audience know about?
I'll be dropping my Lunchbox Comics Spotlight video on Sakamoto Days either tomorrow at the very earliest or Sunday at the latest. Monday, me and Laps Comics fan are going to go over Night Fight number 2 off the DCKO for our Off the Shelf series. And then Tuesday, I am going to be doing another live draw stream where I'll either be finishing up the cover for my graphic novel of Stig and Joe, or if that's already done, I'll be working on my newest t-shirt, MS Krang.
Good Lord.
It's just MSK's head in the Krang body.
Yep.
No one wants to talk about Power Rangers with me, so
the robots would be called Clarence.
I love talking about Power Rangers, but the only person I can talk about Power Rangers with me is Chaz. So,
I've talked with you about Power Rangers before, you fucking asshole.
All right, so tomorrow I am working. I might have to stay longer at work, so I'll probably just end up. Yeah, tomorrow I'm just gonna play Master Duel tomorrow. Sunday I'll just play League after I get off work and bang my wife. So no, all jokes aside, tomorrow after I get off work, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Sunday after I get off work, I'm playing League or Master Duel. And then Monday, we have the MSK show with me, Gray, and Bob. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have all types of fun. Manly guy fun. But no. All right. Saturday, game stream. Sunday, game stream. And Monday, podcast. So thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK show. You guys have a great weekend, everybody.